free world, but certainly up there.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to
Listen to this.
this broadcast on yourliveevent.com. You do hear a little bit of background music, background audio. We are heading into set 3 of the B Squad match between Nevis and Pine River-Backus. So we will let the video run for the B Squad. We will officially start our broadcast, but clearly we are running late tonight. It's going to be an exciting one with Pine River-Backus and Nevis, but for right now,
great sponsors. Make sure you pay close attention and thank those supporters for being a part of tonight's action. It's time to head out for the call with our play-by-play announcer. Thank you for tuning in for our local sports action on KOKS Talk 100.
And welcome to our broadcast tonight here on KLKS Talk 100. We are online at rjbroadcasting.com and we are online at yourliveevent.com as well. We are running behind, but we are set for what should be a thrilling high school volleyball broadcast tonight. I am Devin Kruger. Thank you for joining us for tonight's matchup. It is a Northland Conference matchup with the Pine River-Backus Tigers hosting the Nevis Tigers. Yes, it's one of our great Tigers versus Tigers battles tonight here on KOKS. If you'd like to finish out the Mark Levin show, you can do that for our radio fans listening in on 3WI AM 1270, FM 96.3. Nevis Tigers, Pine River-Backus Tigers. This one should be a great one. C squad went 3 sets. B squad went 3 sets. Pine River-Backus actually came back in sets 2 and 3 to win the B squad matches tonight. And it was kind of cool in the sense that the crowd has gotten bigger. So the crowd was getting into it really for both C squad and B squad matches. They probably, I don't know if they've played in front of such a high energy crowd yet this year. So that was pretty dang cool to see. And we are set for what should be a really, really fun varsity matchup. We welcome you to our Station 371 pregame show. Restock on food, fuel, and bait at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has your bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, and one of their only area fuel stations with kerosene and off-road diesel. Of course, it's hunting season. Make sure you get those licenses. Station 371 in Pine River. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back on our pregame show, we're going to go through our team comparison. We will hear from both head coaches ahead of tonight's matchup, get you those starting lineups, and our first serve right now looking to be about 20 minutes away. So again, hopefully well worth the wait. It should be a good one. We'll tell you about our two clubs when we come back, as this is the pregame show brought to you by Station 371, Pine River-Backus and Nevis on KLKS and yourliveevent.com. Of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
And classic cars, keeping your car shining bright with their car wash. Don't forget your fishing and hunting license. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
And we welcome you back to the Station 371 pregame show. Devin Kruger here with you tonight. Let's take a look at our two teams as they battle for the Northland Conference title tonight. That's right. The Nevis Tigers are 18-5 coming in, 6-0 in conference play. This is also a section game. They are on different sides of the section, but it is a section game. Nevis is 6-0 against other teams in Section 5A. The Tigers of Nevis coming off a 3-0 sweep over Clearbrook-Gonvick on Thursday. They have won 5 in a row. Last year, 23-6. They lost to Verndale in the 5A section tournament last year. And, of course, looking for bigger things here in 2023. Their regular season is not over after tonight. They have a tournament on Friday, again, in Moorhead, where they actually will take on Moorhead and Duluth East to start tournament play. So a good challenge before heading into the tournament. We'll talk to Heidi Wormley about her team coming into this, kind of last regular season match for the Nevis Tigers. Wormley in her 10th season as head coach for the Nevis Tigers. The Pine River-Backus Tigers are 18-8 overall, also 6-0 in Northland Conference play. PRB 5-1 against other teams in Section 5A. They're coming off a 3-game sweep over LaPorte on Thursday. Of course, last year the Tigers winning Section 5A and looking for that repeat trip to state. This is the final regular season game for the PRB Tigers. They will start tournament play in over a week. We'll see how the brackets all turn out, but sounds like they are going to be off until next Friday. So a long layoff for the PRB Tigers after tonight. For some, in some ways, if you're a little banged up or you need to nurse a light injury, that can be a good sign. But I'm sure a lot of coaches don't like that long of a layoff between regular season and tournaments. We'll talk to Coach Hershey after the match about his thoughts on that. When you look at the history, of course, these two teams, a long history as conference foes. Nevis won the conference, won the meeting last year 3-1. Nevis has won back-to-back matches against Pine River-Backus. They did not play in the COVID-shortened year of 2020. Pine River-Backus won in 2019 and 2018. And Nevis won in 2017, 16, 15. So it's kind of just been little swings back and forth between these two Tigers clubs, which is not surprising. Two very good programs, and that's part of why this should be a really, really fun matchup tonight. In the Northland Conference, Nevis and Pine River-Backus both sitting on the top at 6-0 overall. Again, Nevis a slight edge in overall record percentage-wise at 18-5 with PRB 18-8. Then Black Duck at 5-2 in conference play. Walker Hackensack Akeley at 4-2, and that's the top half of the Northland. In the bottom half, Clearbrook-Gonvick at 3-5, LaPorte at 2-6, Northam Kellier at 1-3, and Cass Lake Bena at 0-7. That's a look at how the two teams kind of stack up heading into tonight. When we come back on the Station 371 pregame show, we will hear from our head coaches. First, we'll chat with Heidi Wormley, head coach for the Nevis Tigers, and then chat with Josh Hershey, head coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers. We've got a break. More on the Station 371 pregame show coming right up here on KOKS Talk 100 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Thursday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota-Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota-Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling. Brainerd and Baxter Studios. And we are back on the Station 371 pregame show, as now joining us is the head coach for the Nevis Tigers, Heidi Wormley. Coach, we always seem to get you on at least once this year because it's always a great matchup when you meet up with Pine River-Backus. Thanks for a couple minutes before tonight's matchup.
Thank you. We're excited to be here.
Great season so far for Nevis. Expectation-wise, coming into this 2023 season, we're on the doorstep of the tournament, of course, next week. How do you feel this season has gone up to this point?
Well, we lost two great players in Addie Lindau and Ava Forbes, and our girls had to step up. And we're still working on spots and working and fighting for positions. So we're kind of set, but we're not set. It's anybody's game yet. People are still working to take those defensive positions away, so it's work.
And with that in mind, Coach, coming into a matchup like tonight where you've got great, solid competition, you want that to test yourself, especially with the tournaments next week. What have been the focal points in practice to try to get your Nevis team, really firing on all cylinders?
Well, we do the same reps and do the same types of practices that we do. We're a little sick right now, so hopefully that doesn't bother us tonight, because then we have a couple days to get better here before our big tournament. But we just keep doing what we need to do and keep practicing on our weaknesses.
With this team, what have they shown you as the strongest points of what they bring on in terms of floor play?
Well, having a strong senior core, the girls stick together and they trust each other and they believe in each other and they play for each other. And if one person's having a bad night, the next girl picks it up. And they're just good women and they're just fun to coach.
You won this matchup last year. You won back-to-back. It's always such a great rivalry with these two Tigers teams because you're so close, and with it being a conference matchup, is there a little added oomph in terms of, do you feel the girls have when they go up against Pine River-Backus?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Hershey has a great club. It's great competition. Anybody that loves volleyball loves this type of play because it's fun and everybody just goes all out. So, yeah, it's fun to play.
What do you feel that your Nevis team has to do tonight to get the win on this floor?
We need to control the serve receive. We need to stay in system and then just meet them at the net and then shut the net down.
We know that volleyball, like a lot of sports, it comes down to the playoff run, but at the same point, both these teams, this is for that conference title. Where do you put the importance of a win tonight for your team?
It's always nice to win the conference, like we did last year, but then Josh went to state. So basically, you know what? A game's a game. It comes down to who serves, passes, hits the ball the best.
It's always fun when these two get together. We're looking forward to it, Heidi. Good luck to you and the Nevis Tigers, and we hope to talk to you. Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
For quality service and freshness, shop Pequot Lake Super Value. Good luck, area teams.
Hannikin Insurance Agency.
And we are back on the Station 371 at pregame show. As now joining us, Josh Hershey for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. It's kind of hard to believe that we're wrapping up the regular season already tonight, Josh, but a tremendous matchup here in Pine River. As always, thanks for some time before we get this match rolling.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks for being here. Yeah, if we play well, it'll be a good match anyway. But yeah, we're looking forward to it.
This fall, the fall season just always seems to go so fast. With this team, and from the start of the season to obviously you're on the doorstep of the playoffs. There's always the bumps and bruises. We know your philosophies, Josh, but how do you feel as you're getting into the last game of the regular season? How do you feel this team has come along?
Oh, we're close, but we're not there yet. That's kind of been the message. We're seeing signs of it. We've won some tough games. Times we haven't played well, but we've found a way to win tough games, which is a big difference from earlier in the season too. So, but we feel like at practice we're getting closer. And then, when the playoffs come, we'll certainly change some things and try to narrow down what some of our kids can and cannot do. But for now, we've just kind of had the mentality to let them keep screwing up, and that's the only way we can get better and really have a shot.
What are the biggest areas of improvement you have seen that you feel that you're close to being where you want to be?
Well, I think offensively we're certainly better. We've got more weapons when we play well, than we did early in the season, that's for sure. Our serving's been way more consistent. I say that. I'm almost scared to say that. I'll probably go the other way tonight, but we've been way more consistent in the serve game now for several games in a row, and that's saving us 4 or 5 points alone a game, plus getting some pressure. So those are probably the areas of the most improvement. Hopefully we'll see tonight. We feel like we've been working on the block a ton, and at least our footwork's better. We'll see if we can get any results from that tonight, or if not, hopefully within the next couple weeks.
This is one of those matchups that we're always excited about. You and Heidi have great programs. These two teams have built, rightfully so, a really nice rivalry. We know that volleyball coaches tend to stick to your own side of the net, but things that Nevis does, things about this year's version of Heidi's squad, what are some of the focal points or things that you at least have in your mind?
Yeah, well, it starts with Mitchell and Bessler. They're both great hitters, and so we'll see how we can handle them. We got a little taste of it this summer, but one of them was gone. So, we'll see. We know what starts there with those two. But, just overall, they got a great team. They got a great setter. She's going to dictate the pace of play and kind of, she's been around forever, it seems like. But just a really smart player, really good player. I give her a lot of credit. And, she's just tough, too. She's, mentally just a very tough kid. So that's an awesome challenge for us to have to try to match.
With this matchup, you're both looking for the conference title, undefeated in conference play. We know what the goals lie. We know, again, the philosophies of the conference is great, but there might be some bigger fish to fry. In terms of how you want to enter the playoffs next week, how important is a win or how you play tonight?
I don't know. We've been wrestling with that as a staff and whatnot here for a few days, and so we'll see. We'll see. In my time coaching here, we've never once talked about a conference championship, though. And so we didn't this week either. We think there's a bigger game down the road. Now, with that said, there's no excuse for tonight. We're going to play how we're going to play, and we're going to give it a shot and see how it goes.
Well, I'm really excited for this one. Should be a lot of fun, Coach. We'll talk to you afterwards, and good luck to you and the PRB Tigers.
All right.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Current and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Trump Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Trump Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Trump Excavating LLC. Online at trumpexcavating.com.
Devin Kruger back with you live at Pine River-Backus High School. Great chats with our two head coaches. Again, two fantastic teams going at it tonight. Pine River-Backus wrapping up the regular season with the Nevis Tigers in town. Nice crowd has filed in. Two teams 6-0 in the Northland Conference. Of course, I did purposely lead them both into the question of the conference title because, of course, Coach Wormley saying, well, yeah, we won the matchup in the conference, but Josh goes to state. And Josh saying he's never once talked about a conference title. Is it? Yes, absolutely. Should it be celebrated? I think so, absolutely. But you can tell when you have these programs and they have the higher aspirations year in and year out. That the conference title, sure, it's nice, but there's bigger things ahead. You want bigger things ahead. I just thought it was interesting, and knowing these two coaches as I do, and Coach Wormley, and as we were talking, off the recording, just kind of had a good casual conversation about, hey, these two teams, and she's like, Josh and I, we want to win every night. And that's what makes it great. That's what makes the program, is you're out there to win every night. Now, Coach Hershey has been on record saying that in some cases it doesn't matter if they win, it's how they play. So we're going to see how these two teams play in what should be a tremendous matchup here tonight. Again, we are running way behind with the C squad and B squad going the top, going the 3 sets. The PRB pep band is going to perform the national anthem. We'll just cue you right in with that. And then, of course, we'll wrap up the Station 371 pregame show with the lineups heading into the first serve. Our coverage is also brought to you for Pine River-Backus Sports by Trustworthy Components and Plumbing, etc. in Pine River. Thank you for joining us. Of course, thanks to all of our great sponsors for making the coverage possible. It is not possible without the support of the advertisers that you see and hear on our broadcast. So please give them a great thank you. Let them know you appreciate their business. Here's the national anthem. Great job by the PRB High School Pep Band for the national anthem tonight. As we have 2 other games that we are featuring on our airwaves tonight on KKI and AM. McGregor and Lakeview Christian Academy knotted at 1. They started at 7 o'clock. They are at 1-1 into the third. On KKI and FM 94.3, Mille Lacs and Rush City. McGregor, Mille Lacs, both teams also in Section 5A volleyball. Mille Lacs is down 1-0 to the number 7 ranked team in AA volleyball, Rush City. Pequot Lakes is out at Little Falls tonight. Pillager at Wadena Deer Creek. Staples Motley at Osaka. Walker Hackensack Akeley at Black Duck in some other area action. Now let's give you the starting lineups for tonight's matchup as we start with the Nevis Tigers, head coached by Heidi Wormley. 18-5 overall, 6-0 in the Northland Conference. They'll start a sophomore outside hitter, defensive specialist Claire Isaacson. A senior outside hitter, Marley Mitchell. A sophomore middle hitter, Ava Forbes. A senior middle hitter, Kaylee Bessler. A senior outside hitter, Lyra Lubert. A senior setter, Maya Stacy. And their libero is a sophomore, Danica Anderson. Once again for Nevis's Tigers, Isaacson, Mitchell, Forbes, Bessler, Lubert, Stacy with the libero, Anderson. For the Pine River-Backus Tigers, 18-8 overall, also 6-0 in Northland Conference play for head coach Josh Hershey. They'll start a junior middle blocker, Cassidy Bristow. A senior outside hitter, Brianna Henneken. A sophomore outside hitter, Mimi Bukers. A senior middle hitter, Avery Sawyer. Senior middle hitter Ashley Shamp, senior setter Laura Dahl, and the libero for the Tigers of Pine River-Backus is junior Caitlin Riley. Again, for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. It's Bristow, Hannikin, Bukers, Sawyer, Champ, Aloradol, and the libero, Riley. Those are your starting lineups. We've got our opening serve with the PRB Tigers and the Nevis Tigers coming right up here on KOKS Talk 100, KOKS, Pequot Lakes, Pine River, Backus, and rjbroadcasting.com, plus watching it on yourliveevent.com. This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com. Brainerd and Baxter Studios. Again, thanks to Station 371 for sponsoring the pregame show. Restock on food, fuel, and bait at locally owned Station 371. Get your hunting and fishing licenses. And, of course, check out their quality Cenex gasoline right on the highway, Station 371 in Pine River. Nevis to my left as I stand atop the gym in the old weight room. Nevis in the white jerseys, black shorts, green numbers, and letters trimmed in gold. And now there appears to be a little confusion into the lineup from Coach Wormley. And now the Pine River Backus Tigers, they are in the orange jerseys with the black shorts, white numbers trimmed in black, black letters PRB across the chest trimmed in white. As we are getting set to go, it's going to be the first serve for Nevis and Ava Forbes back. Coach Wormley talked about senior leadership. Both of these teams with 6 seniors on their club. And we are finally ready for varsity volleyball. Here we go, jump serve from the middle. And Bristow with the pass offline. And the middle, Bree Hannikin tipped up at the net. Nevis first attack, Stacy left side. And there is a shot down the line, but just wide of the mark as Lubert missed it. And Pine River Backus claims our opening point tonight. Back to serve, Mimi Bukers. Standing all the way on that right side. And the first serve goes all the way cross court. Nicely scooped up on the near side by Forbes. And it's just going to be bumped over by Mitchell. Here come the PRB Tigers. Right side, Bree Hannikin down the line. That one is out. Well, so both of our points starting off tonight with hitting errors. Kaylee Johnson, a sophomore, will check in and head into the front row for Bukers. Substitution for Nevis as Nevaeh Hollingsworth is going to check in. She replaces Lubert, and Hollingsworth back to serve. On the right side, sends one deep, and the pass right to the net. Johnson hustles, and it's going to be bumped over by Sawyer. Here comes Nevis as Maya will quick set in the middle, and here is a shot. That one down and good. First kill of the night goes to Kaylee Bessler of the Nevis Tigers. Coach Josh Hershey said that the setter, Stacy, has been there forever. She is a senior this year. As Hollingsworth's serve is tough to handle, and PRB gets a good swing on it. Now there's a tap over, nicely saved by Alora Dahl. Bristow the bump set, and Hannikin just bumps it across. Here's Stacy, quick set in the middle, and another shot dug out by Riley on a great swing by Bessler. And the Tigers of PRB send it across. Here's a quick set again. Bessler, this time she finds an empty spot, and that's another kill for Kaylee Bessler. We can see Nevis so far, a couple of really nice quick sets right in the middle. They have a 3-1 lead for the Nevis Tigers. Hollingsworth, another tough serve. Here's a set in the middle, and there's a swing, and that one hits the line judge out of play by Alora Dahl. And Nevis has scored 4 in a row since PRB started with the opening point tonight. Hollingsworth sends one into the net. PRB gets the side out. Champ will come into the front row for Pine River Backus. Brianna Hannikin back to serve. Coach Hershey said the serving has been much stronger, but he said he probably jinxed them. And now here's a shot by Bessler again. And Brianna Hannikin's pass too low, and Bessler with her 3rd kill. Quick side out, Nevis with a 5-2 advantage here in game number 1. Back to serve Maya Stacy, the setter, and that one right to the back line. Riley with a great pass Johnson left side and down the line, but hitting it wide was Champ, 6-2. As Pine River-Backus helping out a little bit with a hitting error there. Maya Stacy with a jump serve short. Riley this time dives in. Here is a tap, and it's blocked down by Bessler. Nevis looking strong here in the early going, 7-2. The Nevis Tigers in front, looking for their third straight win in the series. Now another short serve. The pass, Riley got to it, but back over. Here's Bessler again. Shot to the back row. Riley's there, and Riley's going to have to bump it across. She steers it to the near side. Stacy, quick set, right side. This one, Mitchell tipped up at the net, but down and good for Marley Mitchell, her first kill. And Nevis clicking in the early going tonight. They have an 8-2 advantage. And Maya Stacy, sharp serve to the near side to Bristow. Johnson sets near side. Champ with the tip. Stacy is there. Now Mitchell to the middle, and that one missed time. Bessler's just got enough of it to get it over. Now to the left side, and that one is going to be out of bounds. Claire Isaacson sends it long. Pine River-Backus with the side out as Megan Irish will come in. Senior for senior. Ashley Champ will head out. So far, Pine River-Backus all 3 points on miscues from Nevis. Here's Avery Sawyer with the serve. Here's the quick set in the middle. Bessler this time through the block, and PRB unable to recover it off the net. Nevis going early to Bessler in the middle. And she's having a whole lot of success. She's now back to serve, so she's in the back row. Now the pass right back. Kaylee Johnson, great job staying with it. Bristow with a shot off a blocker and good. Well, I think if you're Pine River-Backus, especially here in this final regular season meeting, you want to get in there and you want to take advantage with Bessler in the back row now. Subs for the PRB Tigers. Madeline Knapp, senior, into the back row. Mimi Bucher is back into the front row. Tough serve on the jump serve by Bristow. And Nevis barely gets over on the third hit, but then it goes right back to Nevis's Tigers. It's going to be tapped across by Isaacson. Now a shot tipped at the net. Bessler digs it. Stacy to Bessler from the back row, and that one way past the back line. For the first time tonight, back-to-back points for Pine River-Backus. It's 9-5. Nevis in front. Bristow with that tough jump serve. Isaacson the pass right at the net, and Stacy plays it off the net, but the third hit well off the mark. And Cassidy Bristow's tough serving helping Pine River-Backus climb back into this one. It's 9-6 now. Cassidy from the right side, tough jump line serve. Isaacson with a nice play. Mitchell from the 10-foot line sends it wide, and that's 4 in a row for Pine River-Backus. Only one kill so far for the PRB Tigers. Rush City is up 2-0 on Mille Lacs now. Here's Bristow with the serve going after Isaacson again. Here on the left side, there's a tap, and it's dug up on the attack by Forbes. Now here's a left-handed tip by Bristow, and it's blocked by Forbes. Second block for the Nevis Tigers. And that's them the side out. It's 10-7 Nevis. Opening game tonight after a late start. Lyra Lubert into the front row. Back to serve. Claire Isaacson, sophomore. Deep serve to Knapp. Alora Dahl with a high bump set in the middle. Tapped, and that one is a beauty. Laid down by Cassidy Bristow. Don't forget, following our broadcast tonight, we're going to have our post-game recap. Notes, numbers, and the awards, as here's Caitlin Riley, and that one deep right at the line. Isaacson had to play it just because she wasn't going to get out of the way. Here's Hannikin, right side, crushes one down off of Bessler. Back-to-back points for Pine River-Backus, and after Nevis had an 8-2 start with Bessler in the back row, PRB comes back. It's 10-9. Riley serves it to Bessler. Stacy to the near side. Mitchell pops it across. Alora Dahl will set. Coming near side in the middle. Bristow. Nicely played by Isaacson. Stacy will go to Lubert. She'll roll it over and places it well. Already 6 assists for Maya Stacy. And the senior setter helps Nevis to get back to a 2-point advantage at 11-9. Marley Mitchell to serve. Mitchell, tough jump serve. Riley with the pass. Alora Dahl right next to the platform, bumped over by Hannikin. Here's Stacy into the middle. That one mistimed. Forbes just punches it across. Here's the set in the middle. Bristow, right side, got it. Third kill for Cassidy Bristow. 11-10 Nevis. Avery Sawyer in, Maddie Knapp out. Cassidy Bristow to serve. And a tough serve. Played well. Stacy, the back set. Sliding dive, and Bristow somehow kept it in the antenna. Here it's slapped across. Buchers with the set in the middle. Dig by Isaacson. Here's the left side attack. Lubert, and that one is on the line. Lubert painting the stripe. 12-10 Nevis. And back to service Forbes. Far sideline to Buchers. Alora Dahl, the bump set in the back row. Riley will send it to the near corner. Stacy into the middle. Bessler back at it. Dug out by Riley. Alora Dahl can't quite go play it. That one another kill for Kaylee Bessler. As you can see, Nevis with her in the front row. They go right back to her. Forbes sends another sharp serve to Riley. This one's going to be an ace. The pass over the net and out of bounds. That is our first ace tonight. Now Nevis pulling back away. 3 in a row. They lead 14-10. This is game 1 tonight. So strap in. We'll be here for a while. Forbes with another tough serve. Alora Dahl in the middle. Hannikin dug out by Isaacson. Stacy sends it over on 2. Alora Dahl to the back row. Bristow pushes midcourt. Then we've got Maya Stacy under the net. Took a step across and all the way across the stripe. And a bit of a break there for the PRB Tigers. Mimi Buchers back to serve. For Pine River-Backus on that right side. Sharp liner to Bessler. High pass. Stacy to Mitchell from the back row, and that one is just past the back line. Boy, Pine River-Backus was sure that was out. It did not miss by a whole lot. And Buchers right back to serve it. 14-12. Expected a great one. So far, so good. Two Nevis Tigers nearly collide as a little miscommunication on who had the second hit. They were out of system. And it's 14-13. Buchers ready to rifle it over again. Sends it midcourt to Mitchell. Right at the net, Stacy, and a tap off the blocker and good. Another kill for Kaylee Besser. Subs in for both clubs. Hollingsworth back in for Nevis. Johnson back in for Pine River-Backus. 15-13 Nevis lead, opening set here tonight. Midcourt serve from Hollingsworth. Johnson will go middle. Tapped across by Alora Dahl. Again, Isaacson is there. Bessler from her heels pops it across. Here's the right side attack. Hannikin off the block. Popped up by Hannikin. Back to Hannikin and blocked again by Bessler. Riley saves it. Here's a shot. That one blocked 3 times at the net. And it's finally down. Maya Stacy and Kaylee Bessler. Coach Wormley applauds the big-time effort that results in the block for Nevis. Hollingsworth with another tough serve, and that'll be a double hit on Avery Sawyer. Coach Josh Hershey going to take a timeout. We will as well. Game 1, Northland Conference Championship on the line. It is 17-13 Nevis here on KOKS Talk 100 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipeline. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
17-13, Nevis in front, game 1. Both teams undefeated in the Northland Conference. Winner gets the title. Here's the serve from Hollingsworth. Here's a tap at the net, and that should be a lift, and it is on Bessler. Alora Dahl collects her first kill tonight. Flip-flops between setter and attacker. Megan Irish into the front row. Brianna Hannikin back to serve. Hannikin standing on that right side, zips one over to Mitchell. Great pass, and Stacy sends it to the far side, and the senior setter recognized that that far sideline was wide open. Beautifully played. Coach Josh Hershey said he's been very impressed with Stacy, longtime player, and that's a senior heady move by her. Here's Pine River-Backus on the attack, left side, and it's Megan Irish collecting her first kill. 18-15, Nevis in game 1. Nevis won last year 3-1. And here's Avery Sawyer with a deep serve. Here's the set to the left side. Mitchell taps. Kaylee Johnson right there. Irish sets middle for Bristow. Hard off the block. Kaylee Johnson pops it up, but it heads towards the bleachers. That's another block for Bessler. The 4th block already by the Nevis Tigers tonight. Madeline Knapp back in for PRB, replacing Sawyer. 3 blocks by Bessler, one of them a combo block. She's back to serve. This is when PRB went on their run here in this first set. Alora Dahl will have to just send it across on 3. Free opportunity, Mitchell, and trying to do a quick dump was forwards, but she was not as close to the net as she thought. Mimi Buchers back in. Alora Dahl back to serve. 19-16 Nevis, game 1. Alora on that right side with the tough liner and an ace. First ace for Pine River-Backus. And Coach Wormley is going to take a timeout. I have a feeling, folks, this one could take a while, but it's going to be a fun ride. Don't go anywhere. Opening set. Nevis 19, Pine River-Backus 17. Timeout on the floor, and with us here on KOKS and YourLiveEvent.com.
Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Devin Kruger back with you. 2 other games that we have on our airwaves. McGregor and Lakeview Christian Academy 1-1 on KKI and AM. Rush City up 2-0 on Mille Lacs on KKI and FM. Tomorrow, we actually have high school volleyball to start our action. Moose Lake Willow River at Crosby Ironton on Cash 95.9. Pregame at 4:40. And then 3 football games tomorrow night. Check the schedule at rjbroadcasting.com. Here's Alora Dahl coming off the ace. And she goes off of Hollingsworth and into the timeout, out of the timeout. Ace serve, Alora Dahl. 19-18, Nevis. Alora ready again. Here comes that running jump serve from the right side, deep to Hollingsworth. Good pass this time. Stacy, left side to Forbes, blocked at the net, but out of bounds. And Forbes gets her first kill tonight. 20-18, Nevis. Subs for both times. Lubert back in for Nevis. Champ in for Pine River-Backus. Back to serve is Claire Isaacson. Isaacson, that one way deep. Oh, way too much juice on that one. Hannikin back into the front row for Pine River-Backus. Caitlin Riley to serve, standing right side, and puts it into the net. First service error on Pine River-Backus in this opening game. Mitchell heads back to serve. 21-19 Nevis in this Battle of the Tigers. Deep serve to Riley, great pass. Alora Dahl, right side. Bristow had to back up, puts it off of Bessler, and it's good. Fourth kill for Bristow. Avery Sawyer back in for Madeline Knapp. Pine River-Backus might be getting close to that 18 sub threshold here in this first game. Bristow to serve, not going to do the jump serve, just goes right after Mitchell on the near side. And Nevis, 1, 2, 3 and over. Here comes PRB, right side, Hannikin, yes! And Brianna Hannikin ties our opening set at 21. We were tied, Pine River-Backus scored first. Nevis went on an 8-1 run, led 8-2. Pine River-Backus has now completed the comeback, at least to tie it up. Bristow, long serve again. Here's Forbes on the left side, off the blocker and good. Ava Forbes puts Nevis right back in front, 22-21. And Forbes is back to serve, has an ace in this set, sends one deep to Bristow. It's Dahl, left side, Avery Sawyer, and that one is out. 23-21. Each team does have one timeout remaining. Here's Forbes with a deep serve and too deep. Again, didn't miss by a whole lot, but it was past the stripe. 23-22 Nevis. Buchers to serve. Buchers to the near side and out. Well, the last two times PRB has repaid the favor. And now it is set point. Johnson in for Pine River-Backus, Hollingsworth in for Nevis, and heading back to serve. Crazy how fast we went through that second rotation. Hollingsworth mid-court, Riley the pass, and oh, did we have a timeout before the serve? We did. Now, Coach Wormley is arguing that the timeout came after the whistle for in play, but they are, right now, they are in a timeout. Both teams, again, had a timeout. 24-22. It is set point. Now, if the near side floor official awarded the timeout after the signal from the platform official, they have no choice but to replay the point. Coach Wormley's not going to probably like this because it breaks their momentum. Breaks it slightly. The timeout was awarded. The officials, no more argument from the coaches. So set point, here we go again. Hollingsworth with it. Sends it near side to Alora Dahl. Johnson backpedaling. Hannikin on the right side, and that one down and good. Third kill for Hannikin. 24-23, set point 2 for the Nevis Tigers. Brianna Hannikin to serve. On the right, zips a liner over. Forbes, here's Bessler, and near side, dug out by Avery Sawyer. It's back over. Bessler off of Kaylee Johnson, and good on the free ball. Kaylee Bessler with her 7th kill gives set 1 to the Nevis Tigers. We expected a great one. The first set was a great one. It was Nevis 25, Pine River-Backus 23. as Nevis takes a 1-0 match lead. We'll recap the first set, head to set 2 right after this on KOKS Talk 100, yourliveevent.com, and rjbroadcasting.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the yourliveevent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the yourliveevent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Do something fun and make new friends.
There are many things to consider when buying a used appliance, like reliability. Will it work in the future? Or after a few days, does it sound something like this? Call Wise today, Brainerd's most trusted name in used appliances. And Wise, the sale doesn't end when you walk out the door. They have factory-trained technicians and in-home or in-shop service to serve you better. Give them a call at 829-5292. The name to remember in used appliances is Wise.
Devin Kruger back with you here on KOKS Talk 100, yourliveevent.com, and rjbroadcasting.com. What a good first set. Again, we started late tonight. B squad went 3 sets. C squad went 3 sets. Just following the trend, 25-23. Nevis took set 1. A lot of times with the back and forth, you see one of those sets where there's a whole bunch of ties, a whole bunch of lead changes. That actually wasn't the case. Was just a matter of the jump out from Nevis. Nevis led 8-2. Pine River-Backus just kind of kept themselves within striking distance. Got it to 2. Nevis got it back to 4. And then Pine River-Backus did tie it up, tied it at 21. But then back-to-back points from Nevis, a little back and forth. Nevis closed it out 25-23. Nevis was 22 of 25 serving with an ace. Pine River-Backus was 22 of 24 with 2 aces. For Nevis, 11 assists for Maya Stacy, 7 kills and 3 blocks for Kaylee Bessler. For Pine River-Backus, 4 kills for Bristow, 3 for Hannikin, 5 assists and a kill for Alora Dahl, along with 2 aces. Pine River-Backus on the serve to open up the set number 2, and Ava Forbes on the left side puts Nevis on the board first with a strong kill. 1-0 Tigers of Nevis. And back to serve is Forbes coming off the kill. She had the lone ace in the opening set for Nevis. Kaylee Johnson, the high set. Bristow from the back row sends it deep. Isaacson right there. Here's Bessler off the blocker and good. Kaylee Bessler continues her onslaught, and a 2-0 lead for Nevis. Madeline Knapp into the back row as Forbes serves it up. Nevis up 2-0. That one right to the back line. Riley plays it with a good pass. Here's a shot by Alora Dahl, dug out. Here's the set in the middle. Bessler through the block and down, and PRB has not been able to stop Kaylee Bessler. 3-0 Nevis Tigers. These two teams on opposite sides of the Section 5A tournament. Could they meet for the section title? That remains to be seen. Certainly a number of other teams could have a say. Here's Alora Dahl with a tip, and Maya Stacy sets it up, and Bessler ricochets it off a hand again. 4-0 start for Nevis in game 2, looking for their 3rd straight win over Pine River-Backus. And looking for a 2-0 lead tonight on the road. Forbes with the jump serve deep to Riley. The pass off the mark. Madeline Knapp, nice bump set to the front row, but it's lightly tapped over by Champ. Here's a shot by Luber, and that one recovered nicely. Now Kaylee Johnson, and it's tapped 2-3 times and down. Tigers of Pine River-Backus get kind of a goofy point there. Kaylee Johnson, quick reaction, bumped it over the net. Then Nevis scrambling right at the net, and that's a tough angle, and they couldn't get it over. Avery Sawyer back to serve, and that one into the net. Side out right back to Nevis. Subs coming in. Hollingsworth for Nevis. Madeline Knapp in for Pine River-Backus. Nevaeh Hollingsworth, kind of a serving specialist. Went 7 for 8, and her first one in game 2, well off the mark to the right side. Now Mimi Buchers back in for Kaylee Johnson for Pine River-Backus. 5-2 Nevis in game 2. Alora Dahl 4 for 4 with 2 aces in the first. Tough jump serve to the near side to Forbes. Maya Stacy tracks it down. Bessler one-hands it over the net. Alora Dahl sets middle. Bristow gonna shoot deep corner and placed beautifully. Bristow knowing the court and placing that one very well on the far side corner from my vantage point. Pine River-Backus is to my right, Nevis to my left. Not changing sides. Alora Dahl, tough serve, diving pass, and a tremendous job just to keep it alive by Forbes, but then Nevis unable to string together the next 2 hits. And the ball falls short of the net. 5-4 Nevis as Pine River-Backus after an early deficit coming back again. Alora Dahl really serving it tough. Here's Nevis. Bessler from the 10-foot line. Just rolls it across. Alora Dahl to the right side for Champ. She'll pop it deep. Here's Stacy going middle. Bessler a little off time, but she plants it anyway on a tip. That's one of those where Coach Hershey, I think, is thinking you've got to recognize that that's going to be a tip instead of an attack. And now here's a long, sharp serve from Maya Stacy. In the middle, off the blocker, and down off of Bessler. Cassidy Bristow, her 6th kill of the evening. (6-5) Nevis. Rush City, the 7th-ranked team in AA, gets the sweep over Mille Lacs 3-0. It's Caitlin Riley. Here's Marley Mitchell, and that one blocked but out of bounds. Off the hands, a solid block by Brianna Hannigan, but it went wide of the line on the far side. Only the 2nd kill for Mitchell tonight. 7-5 Nevis. Bessler 2 for 2 in the first set. Taps the net, but it's across. Here's Hannigan, near side tip, and a beauty. Just off the net, and it rolled right off the stripe. 7-6 Nevis. 25-23 was our first set score. Nevis is up 1-0. Devin Kruger with you from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter KOKS studios. Here's a sharp line serve from Bristow. Mitchell dumps it. Buchers is right there. Here's the shot on the near side, and Nevis in the net. Give Avery Sawyer her first kill tonight. Tied up at 7 after a 4-0 start for Nevis. Megan Irish into the front row. Bristow to serve again. Bristow is 7 for 7 in the first set. Sharp line serve off of Bessler. Up near the backboard. That's folded up, of course. Now the Tigers of PRB and Alora Dahl tried to tap it. Now a free ball and an easy dump down for Brianna Hannigan on the near side. 3 straight for Pine River-Backus, and PRB leads 8-7 here in game 2. Bristow gets the okay. Standing just right of center. Deep serve again to Isaacson. Here's the pass to Forbes on the left side, and little off-balance shot. PRB looking to take advantage, and a shot off the blocker and good. Megan Irish, 2nd kill tonight. 4 straight for Pine River-Backus. Coach Heidi Wormley given some extra instruction, approaching her team on the left side as I see it. 9-7. Bristow deep serve, ace off of Bessler. Again, she puts it where it's so close to the back line that Nevis kind of thinks you gotta play it, and now for the first time we see the Nevis libero, Danica Anderson, checking in. Bristow's gonna go to the near side to Isaacson, and Stacy rolls it across. Alora Dahl deep, Anderson is there. Stacy to the near side, Mitchell with a tap, picked up by Bristow. Alora Dahl, good hustle, left side, Megan Irish tips it, Isaacson's there. Stacy to the middle. Now here's Hannikin, and that one rifled down, and an explosion from the PRB crowd. Hannikin's 6th kill. That is 6 straight for Pine River-Backus. 11-7 PRB in game 2 for the Northland Conference title. Bristow within the middle. Mitchell, that one picked up by Riley. Alora Dahl and Megan Irish will have to bump it across. Playing the sideline, Mitchell sets Forbes. Forbes deep to Riley. Alora Dahl, the quick set in the middle, and is tapped across by Hannikin. It goes off of Stacy and in. Coach Heidi Wormley calls timeout. Pine River-Backus on a 7-0 run. Timeout on the floor. It's game 2. Pine River-Backus 12, Nevis 7, with Nevis up in the match 1-0. We break for a quick spot, and we are back. This is high school volleyball on KLKS and yourliveevent.com. Bowling League at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community. Is also brought to you by Plumbing Etc. and Trustworthy Components in Pine River. Lakeview Christian Academy gets the win over McGregor 3-1, 25-8. McGregor 25-22. Then LCA 25-16, 25-17. Rush City, the 7th-ranked team in AA volleyball, they get a 3-game sweep victory over Mille Lacs in Isle tonight, 25-13, 25-14, 25-15. Nevis won the first one here, 25-23. Cassie Bristow on a tear from the service line, and out of the timeout, Bristow tried to go short to the near side and sent it out of bounds. And the 7-0 streak and momentum broken a bit. Side out for Nevis. Isaacson back to serve, 12-8 Pine River-Backus. Isaacson 1 for 2 in the opening set. Alora Dahl back sets, Buchers, and a miss hit into the net. And 12-9 Nevis as Coach Wormley's crew tries to flip the momentum switch. Isaacson with another tough serve, far side. Dahl, middle, Hannikin, yes! Brianna Hannikin has warmed up here in the second set. 5 kills for the senior. The battle continues with these two. Mimi Buchers back to serve, 4 for 5 in the first set. Here's the set, and this one off the line. A rare miss by Maya Stacy as she put Mitchell basically right into the net on the near side. And it's 14-9. Pine River-Backus in front. Buchers ready to roll again. Here's Stacy, left side, Luber, and she puts it into the net. 15-9 Pine River-Backus. Coach Hershey talked about the serving being improved for the PRB Tigers. They've been tough. Long serve to Forbes. Here's Mitchell on the right side, and again, the timing and the space wasn't quite there. Here's on the left side, Megan Irish, and she puts it into the net. Good tough swing, but missed it. Kaylee Johnson in for Pine River-Backus. 15-10. PRB looking to knot this one up. Mitchell with a tough jump serve and an ace. Off the one-handed attempt from Caitlin Riley. Just the second ace for Nevis tonight. 15-11. Mitchell again, just right of center. Line drive, jump serve, and back-to-back aces off the shoulder that time of Riley. Mitchell's got some decent height, so it's a very low trajectory coming, zooming across that net. This time a little shorter, Riley plays it. Good pass, Johnson, right side, Hannikin down the line, dug up by Isaacson, back to the Tigers of PRB. in the middle. Bristow and Isaacson with another dig. Here's Forbes in the middle, off the block and good, and a big point for Nevis. Claire Isaacson, the sophomore, with a couple of big saves, and we've got a timeout by Pine River-Backus. PRB was up 12-7, a timeout by Nevis. Nevis scores 5 of the next 7, and it's timeout Pine River-Backus. PRB with the break. It is 15-13 Pine River-Backus. We're in set 2. Nevis leads the match 1-0. Another break in the action. We're back with more after this on KOKS and YourLiveEvent.com. Yeah. In downtown Pine River, 218-587-3100.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Little flip of momentum, and here's Mitchell, and sure enough, out of the timeout, a service error. It's amazing how sometimes that can happen. Side out Pine River-Backus. PRB with a 15-12 lead in set 2. Nevis leading the match 1-0 in this battle of the Tigers. Mitchell bumps one deep to Bristow. Good communication, telling her it was in. Alora Dahl on the near side. Mitchell pops it straight up. Bessler, and Mitchell will bump it across. Pine River-Backus with a free ball. Here's a shot, and that one down for Alora Dahl. Second kill for Alora Dahl. 5th assist for Kaylee Johnson here in tonight. 17-13 Pine River-Backus. Brianna Hannikin serving. Sends a good sharp liner, and that's an ace for Brianna Hannikin. Now Anderson, the libero, back in, replacing Isaacson for Nevis. Isaacson's been tremendous at digging so far, but going to get a little breather. Now here's a sharp one to Forbes. While the PRB serving, I think, has been very impressive tonight. Johnson, left side, it's Irish, pops it deep. Anderson is there, Stacy. Going to go to Luber, left side, blocked up, and that's the first ace block tonight for Pine River-Backus. Coach Hershey had said in the pregame that blocking is something that they've been focusing on, working on, trying to get better at, and they come up with a big one there, and then after the big block, a serve into the net. 18-13, Pine River-Backus leading in game 2. Ava Forbes to serve for the Nevis Tigers. Kaylee Johnson, left side. And here is a tip down by Champ. Beautifully saved by Luber and hit over by Stacy. Now another shot. Anderson is there. Stacy goes middle, and it's Bessler, and she slams one down to the deck. Bessler back into the front row, and you can bet Nevis is going to feed her until Pine River-Backus shows they can stop her. Forbes serving 19-15 Pine River-Backus. Johnson to the middle. It's Alora Dahl off the block. Back over by Harding. Lubert to the middle. Bessler, and that one blocked and good. Alora Dahl with the rejection, and that's 2 blocks this set for PRB. And that's where I think, you can gain the confidence you need not only for tonight, but potentially in the future, is get some blocks on the big swinger for Nevis. Substitution coming in. Coach Hershey switching some things up a little bit. Here's Ariana Burns, the sophomore, in for the first time. She's back to serve, comes near sideline to Forbes. Tough placement. Here's Bessler, and that one down and good as Nevis makes quick work of that one. 19-15, game 2. Nevis took the first 25-23. Winner gets the Northland Conference title. Hollingsworth back in and back to serve. Missed on her first one here in set 2. Burns with a great pass. Johnson, right side, Dahl blocked. Johnson is there. Dahl to the middle, and Irish pops it. That Champ pops it over. Here's Bessler, and this one into the net. Little awkward of an angle, but Bessler, who's been so great, just missed that one. It's 21-16 Pine River-Backus. Bucher's back into the front row for Pine River-Backus. Laura Dahl's back to serve. Dahl on the right side, that long serve, and that one is an ace! Right on the line in the back for Laura Dahl, her third ace tonight. And a timeout for the Nevis Tigers. 22-16 in game 2. Nevis.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
And all the surrounding communities. Rupp Excavating LLC. Online at ruppexcavating.com.
Devin Kruger back with you. Thanks to Eli running the camera for us tonight on yourliveevent.com. Expected a great one here tonight. So far, so good. 25-23 Nevis in set 1. Right now, Pine River-Backus up in set 2, 22-16. Both coaches, sure you're celebrating a conference title would be nice, but these are section opponents. Great game to just kind of measure each other up for a potential meeting later. Here's a Laura Dahl with a serve right on the near sideline. Bessler has to tap, and it's misplayed, and that's one that won't sit too well with the coach. They saw the tip coming, but didn't quite have the feet where they needed them as Champ couldn't handle the tip. 22-17 as here's Maya Stacy. Serving for Nevis, Laura Dahl. In the middle, it's Bristow. Rifles it off of Stacy and down. Bristow's 7th kill tonight, just her 3rd this set. Shouldn't say just her 3rd. Her 3rd this set. Hannikin into the front row for PRB. Caitlin Riley to serve, 23-17. Riley with a tough serve. Isaacson the pass. Mitchell on the left side, blocked. Back at the net, popped up by Bristow. Dahl back to Bristow, and she hits the spot on the near side. Set point, Pine River-Backus. Both of these teams have shown some good ability to recover quickly. Riley rifles one to Forbes. In the middle, Bessler, no chance but to tap it. Riley will bump set it. Left side, and the Tigers of PRB just send it over. Here's Stacy in the middle. Bessler again with a tap, and that one down and good. And again, that's one for Coach Hershey. Wants his ladies to recognize the tip quicker. They have not been great on the tips by Bessler. Bessler now back to serve. Sends one midcourt to Riley. 24-18, and PRB with a lot of confusion, and that's going to be 4 hits. Set point 2, 24. Make that set point 3, 24-19, Pine River-Backus. Bessler serving right at the center of the service stripe. Laura Dahl in the middle. Hannikin tips. Right there is Stacy. Mitchell, Forbes from the 10-foot line. Dig by Irish. Laura Dahl left side. Bucher sends it cross court. Hollingsworth is there. It's going to go off the net and down. And Pine River-Backus will take set 2. Buchers collects her first kill of the night as Pine River-Backus evens things up 25-19. We've got another break in the action as we will go to set 3. We'll play at least 4 tonight, so stick around. It is Nevis 1, Pine River-Backus 1. It's high school volleyball from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter KOKS studios on Talk 100 and on yourliveevent.com.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Path to a lower carbon future, and pipelines continue to play a crucial role in providing the energy we need. The energy that powers industry, grows food, and fuels the cars, trucks, and planes that keep our economy moving. Enbridge pipelines are an important part of the energy transition and essential to delivering the energy Minnesota relies on today and tomorrow. Learn more at enbridge.com.
Devin Kruger back with you. 1-1 Nevis, 25-23 in Game 1. Pine River-Backus, 25-19 in Game 2. Nevis started Game 2 up 4-0. Nevis was up 7-5 when Pine River-Backus put together a 7-0 run. Took a 12-7 lead. Nevis closed the gap to 14-12. Pine River-Backus pushed it back up to a 6-point edge with the next 4 points. Nevis got within 4, but then Pine River-Backus 3 straight made it 22-15. After PRB collected set point at 24-16, Nevis scored 3 straight, but Pine River-Backus stayed calm. Wasn't time to panic by any means, and they close out set 2. So we're going to play at least 4 here. Winner gets the Northland Conference title. Both teams 6-0 in conference play coming in. Emmett and Noah just wrapped up their broadcasts. 3-0 Rush City over Mille Lacs on KKI and FM. 3-1 Lakeview Christian Academy top McGregor on KKI and AM. A lot of cross country was run today for conference meets. Pine River-Backus was part of the Park Region Conference meet yesterday. Tomorrow, the high school football season wraps up their regular season. We have 3 games we'll feature. Grand Rapids at Pequot Lakes on KOKS Talk 100. Mesabi East at Aiken on KKI and AM and YourLiveEvent.com. Hinkley Finlayson at Crosby Ironton on Skeeter 101.5. Ava Forbes starts the 3rd set with the serve. Johnson with a tip to the near side by Alora Dahl. Here's Lubert. She'll send one to the near side. Johnson sets middle for Alora Dahl. She's going to push it deep to the corner. Forbes tracks it down. Stacy to the middle. Bessler with a tip near side. A dive by Bristow, but cannot pop it up. Bessler had 8 kills in set 2, despite the set loss by Nevis. Gets her 16th kill of the night to start set 3. And now the pass, that'll be an ace for Ava Forbes. Her 2nd of the night, and Nevis starts off set 3 with a 2-0 advantage. 9 more assists for Stacy in the 2nd set. Forbes just over the net. Pine River-Backus unable to get a pass in system, and they send a freebie over. Stacy in the middle. Bessler left-handed tip and paints the far sideline. That set was off the mark, and Bessler just made a tremendous mid-air adjustment to tap it down. Forbes continues the serve, and that one on the line. Another ace for Ava Forbes, and it's another 4-0 start for Nevis. Well, if the pattern holds, that might not be a bad thing for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Last set started 4-0. This one, Riley, right to the net. Kaylee Johnson, and she stepped under the line. 5-0 Nevis here in Game 3. Forbes, just a sophomore, big-time contributor for this Nevis team. Here's Megan Irish, left side off the tip, and Stacy is there. Mitchell comes near side, and then Caitlin Riley. They said out, but it was too late. Riley was diving for it and made contact. Mitchell will get the kill, and it's a 6-0 start for Nevis in set 3. Nevis 1-4 last year. They're trying to take control. PRB, Irish near side, and that one deep. And Coach Josh Hershey going to take an early timeout in this one. Nevis rocketing out to a 7-0 lead in set 3. We are tied at 1 in the match. This is Northland Conference Volleyball on KOKS Talk 100 and yourliveevent.com.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Devin Kruger back with you. 7-0 start for Nevis after Pine River-Backus had some momentum after winning game 2, 25-19. PRB has not looked sharp starting the third. Kaylee Johnson to the middle. Laura Dahl off a tip. Isaacson digs. Stacy to Bessler near side. Caitlin Riley somehow scoops it up, and Kaylee Johnson bumps it deep. Stacy goes middle again. Bessler blocked by Laura Dahl. Third block of the night for Pine River-Backus, and that gets them on the board here in game 3. It's 7-1. Champ back into the front row. Brianna Hannikin back to serve. Hannikin 5 out of 6 with an ace, and there's an ace for Hannikin again, her second of the night. Just a knuckleball right over the net and dropped. Anderson, the libero, back in for Nevis, replacing Mitchell. Hannikin shoots one near side to Forbes. Here's the set in the middle, and Bessler absolutely drops the hammer on that one. That's one for the Tigers. Got to get that block in the right, in the right spot. 8-2 Nevis. Hollingsworth back to serve. Hollingsworth 1 for 2 in the second set. Sends a deep one to Bristow. Riley has to help out. And here's a tap over by Champ. Here's a quick set. Bessler with a tap. Kaylee Johnson is there. Champ with the bump set. Irish near side with a tap. Hollingsworth hustles. It's sent over by Stacy. Here comes PRB in the middle. Laura Dahl deep. Forbes is there. Good help there by Isaacson. Almost collided with Stacy. Now the PRB Tigers. Here's a tap blocked at the net by Stacy. Kaylee Johnson near side. Irish sends it deep. Long rally. Hitting error on Pine River-Backus. 9-2 Nevis in set 2. Knotted up at 1 each here in the third. Got off to a late start tonight. So if you're joining us, you didn't miss as much as you normally would. Here's a set in the middle. Dahl, Stacy is right there. Bessler will go to Isaacson on the left side. She sends it deep to Riley. Here's the set and mistimed. PRB free balls it over. Here's the quick set. Bessler, that one off of Bristow's shoulder from Johnson, and they keep it alive. Here's Bessler again. This time she rises above the blockers, and Bessler plants another one. PRB got her once, but not the second time. 19 kills for Kaylee Bessler. The second leading attacker, 4 for Nevis. PRB at least has kind of a two-headed attack with Hannikin and Bristow. Here's a tough serve by Hollingsworth, and that'll be an ace. The pass underneath the platform. And here in set 3, it's been all Nevis at 11-2. Hollingsworth shoots another liner over. Here's the bump set. Champ, left side. Dug up by Anderson. Great pass in the middle, but the set was too high. Bessler thought it was quick, and again, in the middle of her jump, Bessler switches hands and taps it down with the left hand. Coach Hershey not happy as another tip hits the deck. He calls timeout. And both PRB timeouts already used here in set 3. It is 12-2 Nevis in game 3. We're tied in the match. It's 1 each for the Northland Conference Championship. We're back after this break. You're listening to KOKS, Pequot Lakes, Breezy Point, and yourliveevent.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Devin Kruger back with you as the Pine River-Backus Tigers and Nevis Tigers tied up at 1 in the third, but it's been all Nevis in this one. Here's out of the timeout, PRB trying to get their mojo back. Alora Dahl on a quick set from Kaylee Johnson plants one. That's her third kill. Nevis is up 12-3 now here in set number 3. Back to serve for the first time, Megan Irish, and that one off the mark on the near sideline, and the point right back to Nevis. Maya Stacy, senior setter, 6 for 6 tonight from the service line, sends one to Alora Dahl. Johnson to Dahl, and she'll push it deep. Forbes picks up the pass. Here's the quick set. Bessler with a tip. Kaylee Johnson's there. Help from Ashley Shamp, bumped across by Irish. Here's the set, and Bessler, far side tip, and missed it. A break there for PRB. Euchre's in for Johnson. Alora Dahl heading back to serve. Alora's been very tough from the service line tonight. She's 9 for 9 with 3 aces. 13-4 Nevis, and Alora to the near sideline. That'll be an ace off of Isaacson and over the Nevis bench. 4th ace tonight for Alora Dahl, and that is one way to come back. Crowd a little subdued with the big lead. We'll see if that changes. Alora Dahl, another tough one. Forbes, did a nice job pulling the hands back. Bessler shoots it deep. Riley, good hustle. And it's going to be into the net from Shamp. Good hustle by Riley, but then a low pass. PRB just scrambling on that one, but Riley made a great save. PRB just couldn't get it over. 14-5. Bessler to serve for Nevis. Line drive, serve midcourt here in the middle. Hard smash by Bristow. Picked up. Now Forbes on the near side. Hits it out. 14-6. Nevis on top. Nevis looking for their 3rd straight win over Pine River-Backus. Caitlin Riley to serve. The PRB libero rifles one to Bessler. Goes off the I-beam, and the second hit from Maya Stacy goes flying near the scoreboard. Not much she could do. Needed a quick recovery. Didn't expect that one to ricochet off the rafters, but it did. Riley set to serve it up again. 14-7. Teardrop serve. Here's Mitchell in the middle to the back row, Alora Dahl. Brianna Hannikin, the bump set. On the near side, Buchers will steer it over. Bessler is there on the slide. Here's Isaacson on the far side, taps it across. Hannikin goes middle to Bristow, off the block and down. Bristow with her 9th kill tonight. Hannikin grabs an assist. 3 straight for Pine River-Backus. And the 10-point lead down to 6 here in set 3. It's 14-8. The libero Anderson back into the back row for Nevis, and that one as an ace off of Hollingsworth. Caitlin Riley picks up an easy, or not an easy, but picks up an ace. That one might have been out, but again, it was more defense than anything. That one coming right at the face of Hollingsworth. Riley sends one short to Forbes this time. Here's the set. Forbes left side, got it. Forbes with her 5th kill of the night. That stops a 4-0 spurt for Pine River-Backus. 15-9, Nevis leads. Lubert back into the front row for Nevis. The Tigers in white. PRB, the Tigers in orange tonight. White Tigers versus Orange Tigers. Here's a shot by Bristow. Picked up by Nevis. Popped across by Lubert. Megan Irish with the pass over the net. Stacy, right side. Mitchell tipped at the net. Saved by Bristow. Alora Dahl to Bristow, and that one off the net. Tipped in again. Off the net by Dahl. Bristow slaps it over. A sloppy rally, but both teams scrappy, keeping it alive. Shot picked up by Irish. Alora Dahl into the net from Mimi Buchers. Good rally, good saves on both sides, and it turns into a Nevis point. Nevis up 16-9 in set 3. One each in the match. Isaacson into the net on the service. At the 9 o'clock hour, and we're only in set 3, folks. We started off late. And the serve from Bristol. She's had a good night serving too. Has one error, but she's been tough. Here's Buchers going to set up Hannigan. She's going to shoot it deep when it's off of a diving Isaacson and good. 16-11. Coach Hershey didn't like the start from his PRB Tigers, but they are battling. They are trying to fight all the way back. Bristow, tough serve to Anderson. Stacy comes near side to Mitchell. Blocked! Megan Irish. And after Nevis had 4 blocks in set 1, they have not tallied a block, while Pine River-Backus now has matched them with 2 each in the second and third sets. 16-12, and those blocks can be huge momentum points. Bristol, the serve. In the middle, it's Forbes. Far side tap, saved by Alora Dahl. Bristow, Hannigan bumps it across. Isaacson to Stacy. Forbes on the far side and nearly pancaked by Alora Dahl, but it drops on the floor, and Forbes collects the kill. So after 3 straight for the Tigers to cut the lead to 4, side out in a point. Mitchell serving 17-12 Nevis. Mitchell had a couple of aces in the last set and puts this one into the net. So PRB able to maintain a little momentum. Back to serve Mimi Buchers. 6 out of 7, far sideline, right on the line to Anderson. Stacy, Forbes running in, has to tap. Dahl sends it over, and it's bumped right back to the Tigers of PRB. Hannigan, roll right side, and it's picked up by Anderson. And now Stacy tried to dump it over. Free ball to PRB. Hannigan, middle, blocked! Coach Hershey asking for a call from the officials. Whatever he's asking for, they didn't call it, and it ends up being an ace block for Forbes. First block since the first set, 18-13. Nevis is in front. Coach Hershey still questioning a non-call against Nevis. And he's finally convinced the floor official to go talk to the platform official. Of course, again, 2 teams undefeated in conference, but both teams looking for some big momentum here at the end of the regular season. PRB season over after tonight. Nevis has a tournament on Friday. And it looks like the ruling is going to stay. I think Coach Hershey was saying that maybe there was 4 hits on Nevis' side before they got it over, but it's going to stay as is. Forbes with the jump serve to the near side. So that gameplay momentum kind of broken, and now a 2-hit call against Pine River-Backus makes it 19-13 Nevis Tigers. We're tied at 1 in the match. Forbes to serve again with a long one, and that one past the stripe. Good job by Caitlin Riley. Recognized it just in time to twist her way out of the way. Brianna Hannigan to serve, 19-14. Hannigan has an ace for PRB in this set. Sends one near side to Forbes. Good pass. Stacy, middle, Bessler. That one through the block and down. 20-14, Nevis. Hollingsworth in and heading to the back to serve for Nevis. Hollingsworth sends one to Riley. Long run by Johnson. PRB has to free ball it over, and they get a break. Little miscommunication by Hollingsworth and Forbes. And Cassidy Bristow was going to plant it right in the near side corner and ends up getting an unconventional kill for the Tigers of PRB. 20-15, and in for the first time for Pine River-Backus is junior Raina Hannikin. Raina going to stand on the right side and serve. Sends one to midcourt to Bessler. Stacy to Bessler at the 10-foot line. Good chance here for PRB. Johnson to the right side, and it's Champ, and it's long. PRB cannot take advantage of the opportunity. 21-15, Nevis. Mitchell will be back into the front row for the Nevis Tigers. Maya Stacy back to serve. Had a strong night as setter. Far side to Alora Dahl. Johnson to the near side. It's Bristow through the block, picked up by Mitchell. Bessler pops it up, and Isaacson will send it over. Here comes PRB. Johnson into the middle, and a shot off the block, down and good. Cassidy Bristow. 8 assists for Johnson now. Bristow with 11 kills, leading PRB. Knapp into the back row for PRB. Buchers into the front row for Johnson. Alora Dahl to serve. 21-16 in the third. Crowd quiets to a slight murmur as Alora lines it up. And that one nearly an ace. Mitchell, good recovery. The third hit just over the net. PRB will attack on two, but Bristow is blocked by Bessler. Boy, Nevis with Pine River-Backus trying to build that momentum to come back. Nevis has gotten some big points here to try to shut it down. There is a tough pass by Knapp right off the shoot, right off the dive, and right off the floor from the serve from Bessler. Here's Mitchell, and that one off of Laura Dahl. That one down and good. The fourth kill tonight for Marley Mitchell. 23-16 Nevis in game 3. Looking for the 2-1 advantage, and Bessler just rolled it across the net for an ace. Well, that's one of those. There's not a whole lot you can do about that. Caught quite a bit of the tape and just had enough to spin over. Set point, Nevis Tigers. Bessler sends it deep this time. Here's the set from Alora Dahl, left side, and that one is on the line. Bessler looks at the line judge in disbelief as he says Bucher's ball caught the stripe. Now again, any piece of the ball that's on the stripe counts. Bucher's will get the kill. 24-17. PRB would have to make a major run here to avoid going down 2-1. Here's Riley with a sharp serve. Here's Forbes, left side, blocked at the net. Isaacson's there for the recovery. And it's going to be Mitchell bumping it deep. PRB a free ball on the right side. It's Hannikin, cross court. Stacy, that one just tipped over, but that'll be an illegal. It's going to be a lift called on Marley Mitchell. 24-18. Nevis started this set on a 7-0 run. And now Riley, the pass off the fingertips of Forbes, and here's another free ball back to the Tigers of PRB. Alora Dahl, middle, Bristow blocked. Ava Forbes wraps up set 3 with a big-time block at the net. And Nevis will grab a 2-1 lead, taking set 3, 25-18. We will head to the fourth. Nevis 2, Pine River-Backus 1. We're back after this break from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter KLCast studios on Talk 100, rjbroadcasting.com, and on yourliveevent.com.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com. Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
on customers and communities with 10 branches from Walker to Baxter. First National Bank wishes all the area sports teams the best of luck. Find more at fnbnorth.com. Member FDIC.
Devin Kruger back with you. Northland Conference Volleyball, Northland Conference Championship on the line. Nevis now with a 2-1 lead over Pine River-Backus, taking set 3, 25-18. Nevis took set 1, Pine River-Backus took set 2. And now here in set 3, Nevis started off hot. 7-0 start for Nevis. After Pine River-Backus scored back-to-back points, then it was a 5-0 spurt. Nevis led 12-2. Pine River-Backus took a timeout. They were able to make a comeback. They got it within 5 at 14-9. Then they were down by 7. They tried to claw back. They got as close as 4 at 17-13. But then Nevis was able to come up with some big plays, build a little cushion back up, and eventually closed it out 25-18. In set 3, Pine River-Backus was 16 of 17 serving with 3 aces. Nevis was 20 out of 23 with 4 ace serves. 9 more assists for Maya Stacy. In that set, she is up to 29 tonight. 6 kills and a block for Kaylee Bessler. 2 kills, 2 blocks for Ava Forbes. Nevis has 7 ace blocks as a team through 3 sets. For Pine River-Backus, 3 kills for Cassidy Bristow, 3 assists for Kaylee Johnson, but the offense was pretty quiet for PRB. They did have 2 ace blocks. They have 4 total ace blocks through 3 sets. Last year, Nevis won in 4. Now we head to set 4. Pine River-Backus looking for a 5th set. Nevis has not played a 5-set match all season. Pine River-Backus has played 4. Brianna Hannigan is going to get the opening serve. She has 2 aces from behind the service line tonight. Second on the team with 9 kills. So we'll see if we get a pattern here. Nevis won set 1. Pine River-Backus 2. Nevis 3. Will PRB win set 4? We'll find out. Brianna Hannigan shoots one deep on a line drive. Here's Forbes on the left side off the tip, dug out by Bristow. Johnson going to set middle for Alora Dahl. That one dug out by Bessler, but then miscommunication. Stacy as the setter usually has the call, but Lubert called for it. Kaylee Johnson will get the assist. Alora Dahl, her 4th kill, 1-0 Pine River-Backus. Brianna Hannigan, far sideline, and just wide of the mark. Pine River-Backus fans not liking that call. We're tied at 1. Here's Forbes. Forbes with 2 aces in that last set. PRB had trouble with her. She did have 1 error. Tigers of PRB scramble. They get it across. Here's Bessler tipped at the net, but no recovery there. It was sent off the hands of Avery Sawyer, but the backups weren't in. Didn't react quite fast enough. Bessler makes it a 2-1 Nevis lead here in set 4. Set 4, let's get that right. Forbes just over the net. Bristow's pass off the mark, and Bristow will have to bump it across. Free ball for Nevis. Here's Stacy, had to tip it over on a low lining pass. Now Laura Dahl pops it over. Here's Nevis again. Bessler, left side, dug out by Bristow. Kaylee Johnson with the middle set, and Alora Dahl sends it deep. Mitchell from the right side into the net. As competitive as this match has been with 2 solid teams, we haven't had one of those sets where they had a lot of ties and lead changes. Right now we're tied at 2. Avery Sawyer, mid-court serve. Here's a shot, and Bessler rejected by Ashley Shamp. Second block of the night for Shamp. And here we go, tied at 1, tied at 2. Now PRB with a 3-2 lead. We have a sub coming in. After Sawyer already did 1 serve, Raina Hannigan's going to come in and serve now for Pine River-Backus. 3-2 PRB. Pine River-Backus needing to force a 5th. Here's Stacy Bessler, left side, and as Stacy had to really hustle for that, Bessler couldn't get a good clean swing on it. It's 4-2 PRB. And Raina Hannigan zips one over again. Sent over on 2, and Harding, as it went off the fingertips of Champ. Maya Stacy will collect the kill for Stacy. That's her second. And Hollingsworth back to serve. Sends it deep to Riley. Johnson with the bump set. Here on the right side of Laura Dahl, tipped at the net. Bessler shoots it over on 2. In the middle, it's Bristow. Bristow off the fingertips. Mitchell is there. Stacy to Bessler, near side. Coach Hershey, and they are going to say that Nevis was in the net. I think it was in the net on the attack by Bessler. Sub in, Bucher's in, Johnson out for Pine River-Backus. PRB with a 5-3 lead here in set 4. Nevis looking for their 3rd straight win over Pine River-Backus. Here's the Laura Dahl with a serve. Good strong serve to Bessler. Here's a quick set. Bessler shoots near side. Great diving save by Riley. And Bristow will set it across. Hollingsworth and Stacy sends Riley like a tennis match all the way to the other side. Now here's a shot deep, picked up by Forbes. Mitchell's pass is low, and Nevis won't get the 3rd hit over. 6-3 the start for Pine River-Backus here in game 4. Laura Dahl, she's got 4 aces tonight for Pine River-Backus. She's serving. Here's that tough jump serve, spinning. Nicely played by Forbes. Stacy again to Bessler. This time she glances it off a finger and down. Bessler's been a force. 23 kills tonight for the Nevis Tigers. Back to serve, Maya Stacy. Here's the quick set in the middle and a shot. That one down and good for Bristow. Good quick set there by Laura Dahl. 18 assists for her tonight. Caitlin Riley back to serve. 5 for 5 with an ace in game 3. Sharp serve, tough play, and Forbes, she's done a nice job on receive sometimes just to get a clean pass. Here's a shot. That one blocked at the net. Riley tracks it down. Bristow taps near side to Mitchell. Here's Stacy. Bessler in the middle, into the net. Heating error again for Nevis. Pine River-Backus 8, Nevis 4. We are in the 4th. Nevis leading 2-1 for the Northland Conference title. Riley midcourt. Stacy left side. Mitchell, that one crushed down the far sideline. Pine River-Backus is tracking it down, but I thought it was pretty clear that one connected with wood. 8-5 PRB. Bessler to serve. 4 for 4 with an ace in game 3. Laura Dahl back sets, and it's off the mark. Bristow has to set it across. Here's Stacy and Mitchell high off the block. Hannigan in the middle, and it's going to be lightly tapped, saved by Forbes. And Mitchell sends it deep again. Riley the pass, Laura Dahl right side, Hannigan off the tip. Hollingsworth with a great save on the far sideline, and Mitchell sends it over. Here comes PRB again in the middle, and that one into the net by Bristow. Long rally. Nevis with the point, 8-6. Kaylee Bessler serving again near side to Raina Hannigan. In the middle, here's a shot by Brianna Hannigan, the senior. And Stacy to the far side, and Mitchell finds the spot inside the line. Knapp will come in for Raina Hannigan. 3 straight for the Nevis Tigers. Pine River-Backus leads 8-7. We are in the 4th. Here's a deep serve from Bessler. PRB to the net, tipped across by Buchers. Now sent across by Isaacson. Oh, the pass at the net and a free ball. That was a mistake, and Marley Mitchell didn't waste it. 4 straight for Nevis and a timeout. 5 by Pine River-Backus. Nevis leads the match 2-1. We are tied at 8 here in game 4. Devin Kruger here with you. Thanks for joining us. This broadcast also brought to you by Plumbing Etc. and Trustworthy Components. We have a break in the action. More after this on KOKS Talk 100 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Do something fun. Devin Kruger back with you. Just looking over some scores to see if I see anything from our area. Mille Lacs lost to Rush City, the 7th-ranked team in AA, in a 3-game sweep. Lakeview Christian Academy beat McGregor 3-1. Coming out of the timeout, Bessler serving. Pine River-Backus trying to stop a run by Nevis. Here's Mitchell on the left side. Got it off the block of Brianna Hannikin and down. Marley Mitchell's been pretty quiet tonight. She had four kills through the first 3 sets, and she has just collected her 4th kill of the 4th set alone. And Nevis takes a 9-8 lead as Bessler serves again. That pass at the net. Oh, and Pine River-Backus is going to get a big break here. Marley Mitchell on the free ball went up for it, and so did Ava Forbes. They kind of hit shoulders, and Forbes hit the net as Mitchell had an absolute, I don't know where I was going. She had a very easy slam down, and now a free point as Cassidy Bristow sends one well past the line. 10-9 Nevis. Lubert back into the front row. And now here's the serve from Isaacson. PRB sets middle and a block. Lubert and Forbes on the block. That is the 8th ace block of the night for the Nevis Tigers. Nevis is up 2-1 in the match. Now they lead set 4, 11-9. Isaacson jump serve to Bristow in the back row. Here's Buchers on the right side, and they're going to say no touch at the net. Pine River-Backus had an 8-4 lead. It is now an 8-1 run by the Nevis Tigers. Coach Hershey giving some instruction. Alora Dahl to the middle. It's Brianna Hannikin. That one off of the libero Anderson and good. Brianna with her 10th kill tonight. 12-10 Nevis. Back to serve Mimi Buchers. Buchers sends it midcourt, high in the air off of Forbes. Here's Mitchell, and that one sent on a rope way past the back line. 12-11 Nevis here in game 4. Albany with a 3-0 win over Piers tonight. Checking the scoreboard as Buchers almost an ace. The 3rd hit, and somehow Nevis gets it across. Here's a tap by Alora Dahl on the far side. Count it. 3 straight for Pine River-Backus, and we're knotted up at 12. No surprise, Pequot Lakes a 3-0 win over Little Falls tonight. Buchers comes to the left side to serve. Goes cross court, well wide of the mark. That's the 3rd service error of game 4 for Pine River-Backus. Kaylee Johnson back in. Mitchell to serve. Mitchell's missed on her last 2. Now this one is a good one. Johnson to the left side, and Sawyer with a high tap. Stacy in the middle, and Forbes off a beautiful set from Maya Stacy. Able to drop the hammer and zip one easily down to the deck. No blockers for PRB there. 14-12 Nevis. And Mitchell back to serve again. Nevis looking to win in 4 for the 2nd straight year. Good save by Caitlin Riley. And now here's a shot, that one. And Kaylee Johnson taps it over. Great job by the PRB Tigers. Now Forbes is blocked, and it's on the line on the near side. Maya Stacy can't believe that was called in, but they called it in with Avery Sawyer on the ace block. 14-13. Nevis in front, game 4. The crowd well into this one. And Brianna Hannikin serving. PRB trying to force a fifth and decisive set. The tap by Forbes. Champ, and it's over the net. Stacy sends it over, and River-Backus volleys it back. Here's Stacy in the middle. Forbes, left-handed tip, far side, missed it. We're tied at 14. We've seen a couple of times where Stacy has gone with a quick set, the jump a little bit off timing by Nevis, and then the hitters having to switch from a right-handed attack to a left-handed tip. Sometimes they've been successful. Here's the serve from Brianna Hannikin, and it's going to be slapped way past the back line as Nevis now really kind of out of system and off kilter, and Coach Heidi Wormley, sensing it, is going to call a timeout. We are in game 4 here in Pine River. We got ourselves a doozy as expected. River-Backus 15, Nevis 14 in game 4. Nevis leads the match 2-1. We're back with more right after this on KLKS Talk 100, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com.
Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Devin Kruger back with you. Two teams with 18 wins coming into tonight. Two teams 6-0 in Northland Conference play. Two teams that know each other very well. 15-14 Pine River-Backus. We are in set 4. Brianna Hannikin serving. PRB trying to force the 5th set. Here's Nevis. Forbes on the left side. Shoots line. Hannikin is there. Johnson in the middle. Laura Dahl blocked. Bristow is there on the recovery. Here's Megan Irish, and she taps it short into the net. Well, I said this might be the set that we have a lot of ties and lead changes, and sure enough, this is our 7th tie of the set. 4 lead changes, 15 apiece as Forbes back to serve for Nevis, and that one is deep. First service error in game 4 on Nevis. Now Raina Hannikin will come in for Megan Irish. And Raina heading back to that service line, standing on the left side. Here it is, sharp line, near side, a tough one to Forbes. Here's Bessler in the middle, and that one off of Bristow and down. Bristow was there, but just didn't get close enough to the net, as that one comes down on the PRB side. Hollingsworth in to serve for Nevis. Subs coming in. Irish going to come back in for Raina Hannikin. 16 all game 4. Nevis leading 2-1. Nevis took set 1, 25-23. PRB set 2, 25-19. Nevis set 3, 25-18. Here's a bump set. Alora Dahl taps. Stacy is right there. Stacy with the attack off the assist from Bessler. Little roll reversal there. Now Alora Dahl with a tip. Hustling in is Mitchell. Bessler again through the block and good. 17-16 Nevis. Should Nevis get this win, we'll head to the post-game recap. Hollingsworth with the serve here on the near side, and that one crushed by Cassidy Bristow. 17-17. Buchers into the front row. Alora Dahl back to serve. Alora standing deep on that right side with that running jump serve, and that one just spins over the net for an ace. That one did not look like it was going to have enough to spin over the net, and somehow it did. Nothing Maya Stacy could really do but just quickly get a fist out there. She got a piece of it, but not enough. 18-17 PRB back up front. Another tough jump serve. This one deep to Forbes, right to the net, down for another ace. Back-to-back aces, 3 in a row, and Coach Heidi Wormley is going to take a timeout. Each team has one left. Oh, I thought she was going to. And, yes, she is. Officials weren't sure if she was calling for it, but indeed she is. Timeout, Nevis. Set 4 in this Northland Conference matchup. Pine River-Backus 19, Nevis 17, with Nevis up in the match 2-1. Don't go anywhere. More after this on KOKS and on yourliveevent.com.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Devin Kruger back with you. Tomorrow night on KOKS, we wrap up the regular season of high school football with 10th-ranked Pequot Lakes hosting Grand Rapids. Pregame at 6:30. Don't forget to tune in to the Final Whistle, our local sports talk show, every weekday, 4 o'clock on 3WI AM 1270, FM 96.3, and online at rjbroadcasting.com. Alora Dahl back to serve, back-to-back aces for the senior. And now the platform official has come down and all the way across to the near sideline, as they're not sure if there's a question about the lineup or the libero or where things stand. Nevis did have 2 timeouts. Coach Josh Hershey has one more timeout at his disposal. And they are checking something at the scores table and with the platform official as Coach Josh Hershey, as they're discussing something with the libero, and I think they're saying that the Nevis Tigers are at their sub limit or something where the libero can't sub in anymore in this set. That could end up being a difference. She hasn't been in a ton, but she's spelled some gals that maybe are getting a little tired. Here's another tough serve from Alora Dahl. Bessler will tap it over. PRB can keep momentum. Left side, it's Buchers off the tip. Buchers saves. Bristow tips near side. Stacy's there. Bessler on 2. Riley sprawling out to save it, and PRB steers it just inside the antenna. Stacy in the middle. Bessler taps, and that one picked up by PRB, but the third hit. Good hustle, but Pine River-Backus does not get the third hit over. 19-18, side out Nevis. Nevis leading 2-1 in the match. And Maya Stacy back to serve just over the net. Good save by Ashley Schamp. Buchers has to bump it across. Here comes Nevis. And it's Stacy in the middle to Bessler. And of course, Bessler does not miss that one. 19 all, 10th tie of the 4th set. And the senior setter, Maya Stacy, serving it up again. This one short, just picked up off the deck by Bristow. One-handed by Bessler. Stacy shoots it back. Riley, good hustle. Third hit, and it's going to fall short. 3 straight for Nevis. They take the lead 20-19. Coach Josh Hershey has to spend his second timeout. Out of the Nevis timeout, they score 3 straight, and they take the lead. In Game 4, it's now Nevis 20, Pine River-Backus 19. As we break again, high school volleyball doesn't get much better than this. It's on KOKS and yourliveevent.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Back with you, Game 4, 10 ties, 7 lead changes. Nevis has just taken the lead, 20-19. Both teams are out of timeouts. Nevis leading 2-1, looking for their 3rd straight win over PRB. and another Northland Conference title. They were the conference champs last year. Maya Stacy with the serve. Here's Alora Dahl in the middle. That one off the tip. Forbes scoops it up. Here's Mitchell on the left side and taps it into the top of the net. 2020, good eyesight, good game here in game 4. Caitlin Riley to serve for Pine River-Backus. Line drive serve. Forbes with another good play. Bessler blocked at the net. Hollingsworth picks it up. Stacy back to Bessler. She taps. That one is off the deck. And Bessler with another kill. 10th assist this set for Maya Stacy. 27 kills for Kaylee Bessler. She's back to serve. Has one ace tonight. Sends it deep to Riley. Alora Dahl backpedaling in the middle. Shot. Hollingsworth saves off of Hannikin. Here's Mitchell from the left side, and that one way too deep. 21-21. Cassidy Bristow back to serve. Bristow has an ace tonight. Couple of errors. Just right of center. Sends it near side. Here's left side. Forbes, and she absolutely crushes one down. (22-21) Nevis. Lubert back into the front row for Hollingsworth. Isaacson to serve. Sends a spinner to the far side. Dahl sets middle. It's Brianna Hannikin. Far side and out. PRB fans not happy about that one. 23-21 Nevis. Isaacson deep serve to Riley. Alora Dahl in the middle. Brianna Hannikin. This one through the blocker and good. 23-22 Nevis. Game 4. Nevis trying to close it out. Nevis a 3-1 winner last year. Mimi Buchers to serve. 2 for 3 this set. Far sideline Bessler. Quick set. Middle. Forbes taps. Alora Dahl pops it up. It's going to be bumped over by Irish. Nevis setting the offense. Left side Forbes and the left-handed tip. And that one sent over. Nevis wanted a lift. Didn't get it. Here's Mitchell with a far shot. Riley pops it up. Left side is Brianna Hannikin deep to Bessler. And Stacy sends it near side. Riley sending it just outside the line, brings it back, and Brianna Hannikin bumps it across. Now here's Mitchell, left side for Lubert, dug out by Bristow. Alora Dahl, left side, Brianna Hannikin with the tip, saved by Stacy, and one-handed by Forbes. Outstanding play by Nevis. Here's Alora Dahl, popped up by Bessler. Stacy to the right side, Mitchell off a tap. Pine River-Backus left side. Hannikin tipped at the net, saved by Forbes. Here's Stacy, back to Forbes. She'll push it far sideline, and she shot it across deep. 23-23, outstanding hustle. Both coaches were upset that a call wasn't made in the midst of all that. So it ends up even, I guess. 23 all set for Buchers to serve. Crowd quiets. Sends it far sideline to Forbes, or to Bessler. Here's Mitchell on the right side, and she sent it wide. Coach Wormley asking the official to maybe reconsider and overrule. They stick with it. 24-23, set point. PRB, Buchers to Bessler. PRB looking to force fifth. It's bumped over. PRB with a free ball. It's Alora Dahl. Left side, Brianna Hannikin off the tip. It's down, and we're going to play 5. Brianna Hannikin gets the kill, and we're going the distance. The last 4 points go to Pine River-Backus. 25-23, we play on in Pine River. Set for recap. And now, one more for good measure. Set 5 coming up here on KOKS Talk 100 from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter Studios and YourLiveEvent.com.
Great people Economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community. Making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
I kind of had a feeling, not going to lie, two very good teams, both 6-0 in the conference, both looking for win number 19 on the season. Why not make it a late night for everybody? We are heading to set 5. Nevis won set 1, PRB set 2, Nevis set 3, PRB set 4. Nevis had a 23-21 lead. Pine River-Backus scores the last 4 points of the set to win it 25-23. 13 ties, 8 lead changes. Nevis to my left, Pine River-Backus to my right. This has been a blast tonight, as expected. Both teams 6-0 in the conference. Winner gets the conference crown. Both coaches will admit, as you know, it might be nice, but they're after a section title, and both of these teams in Section 5A. Nevis in the west side, Pine River-Backus on the east side. In set 4, 22 of 23 serving for Nevis, no aces. PRB 22 of 25 with 2 aces. 2 kills, 4 assists, 2 aces for Alora Dahl. Grant Hannikin had 3 kills for Nevis, 6 kills for Kaylee Bessler, 11 assists for Maya Stacy. Pine River-Backus, I remember when they used to have a toss, when they were switching sides every set, that you either had the decision of serve, receive, or which side you wanted. Now, of course, it's just serve or receive. PRB is going to serve it. Brianna Hannikin, and the first serve of set 5 zipped past the end line for an error, 1-0 Nevis. No matter what, the postgame show is coming up next now. Here is Ava Forbes, 2 out of 3 in set 4, and she starts with an ace. Low off the hands of Megan Irish. 2-0 Nevis Tigers. First 5-set match of the year for Nevis. Kaylee Johnson, middle, Alora Dahl, far side, Isaacson, it goes back over. Johnson sets Alora Dahl again in the middle, taps it into the net, and a 3-0 start for Nevis. Pine River-Backus, this is their 5th 5-set match. They are 1-3. Forbes sending it deep to Riley. Kaylee Johnson, the bump set, and it's going to be bumped across. PRB, not a real clean set there, and Nevis makes them pay. Kaylee Bessler in the middle, and Coach Josh Hershey considering a timeout already here in set 5, and he will. Another fast start for Nevis in an odd-numbered set. Something to those patterns sometimes. It is 4-0 Nevis in set 5. Winner take all. We have a break. More after this on KOKS Talk 100 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
C squad went 3, B squad went 3, varsity let's play 5. What a night with the Nevis Tigers and the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Nevis is in front early in set 5, a 4-0 start. Madeline Knapp into the back row for Pine River-Backus. And Ava Forbes with a deep serve to Riley. Kaylee Johnson, and that set not well placed and bumped across. Nevis can keep the pressure on, and here's Bessler off the tip. Bristow sends it over on a lunging play. Bessler sends it deep. Caitlin Riley off her hands. Bristow, good hustle, but that one drops down, and a 5-0 start for Nevis. And if you're Nevis, you do not want to let up in the least. Forbes back to serve. Forbes has 4 aces tonight, puts one into the net to put Pine River-Backus on the board. Don't forget, we'll have our post-game award winners. I'll admit, we might try to make it a little bit quick in the post-game recap because it's so late. But we also have a tremendous match to talk about. Ariana Burns for the second time tonight in, and the third hit for Nevis into the net. A tough serve got Nevis out of system. Unable to clear it in 3. And Burns back to serve. Burns came in the second set for 1 serve. Now in the fifth, as Bessler pops it up. Riley, Alora Dahl. She'll send it deep on the near side to Mitchell. Here's Stacy Bessler, and she tried to tap, and again, Bessler mistimed the jump. And after the 5-0 start for Nevis, 3 straight for Pine River-Backus. 5-3 here in the 5th. Burns sets it up deep. Forbes. And Nevis is going to have to just bump it across, free-balling it over. Here comes PRB. Johnson, middle, and a shot, and that one is out. Bristow sent it long. 6-3 Nevis. Hollingsworth in to serve. 6-3 Nevis. Set 5. Hollingsworth to Riley. Good pass. Johnson, left side. Bristow, yeah. Bristow with a clean shot on the near side. She does not miss it. Back to serve. Alora Dahl. Alora with 6 aces tonight. Deep to Forbes. Well played. Stacy Bessler, and that one is on the line and good. And that was best case scenario for Nevis. They got Alora Dahl off the service line after just 1 serve. 7-4 Nevis in the 5th. Maya Stacy sending it deep. The pass back over. Big opportunity. Bessler in the middle. Dug out by Riley. Here's Dahl to the near side. Buchers sets it across. Maya Stacy back to Bessler off the tip, and we're going to have PRB in the net. 8-4, Nevis back up by 4. And back to serve Stacy again. Alora Dahl, middle, Bristow taps, Isaacson's there. Stacy to the near side, and it's bumped across. Here comes PRB, and a shot. Bristow blocked by Bessler at the net, and on a just kind of a free ball, it's Mitchell, and then tapped across, and Pine River-Backus puts it in the net, or over the net, but out of bounds. Knapp will come in for Burns. 9-4 Nevis, game 5. Maya Stacy, 2 teams with a bunch of seniors. Here's a spinner, and that's an ace off of Knapp. Coach Josh Hershey takes his second timeout. Nevis up 10-4, looking to make it over and out here in Pine River. Game 5. We've got more after this. This is high school volleyball on KOKS Talk 100 and RJBroadcasting.com, plus yourliveevent.com.
Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Devin Kruger back with you. Nevis took sets 1 and 3. Pine River-Backus 2 and 4. Odd numbered set right now. Nevis is in control at 10-4. Back to serve Maya Stacy. Mid-court serve. PRB needing to get something going. There's a block at the net by Bessler. Champ to the middle. Bristow tips near side off of Isaacson. Forbes right on duty. Cleans it up. Here's Dahl to the right side, and that one cross court and good for Cassidy Bristow. PRB out of timeouts for the remainder of the match. Brianna Hannikin into the front row. Caitlin Riley back to serve. Riley has one ace on the night and make it 2. Ace serve, Caitlin Riley. Coach Wormley does have both timeouts remaining. Riley ready again. Another one, and that one way past the sideline. 11-6. Back to serve is Bessler. Bessler has an ace. She's been perfect from the service line. The pass over the net. Bristow, good job on the tap down by Forbes. Bristow attacks, and that one is past the back line. Boy, if that official would have called it in, I think Bessler would have lost it. She was in a good spot to see it. He was too. Here's Bessler from the middle of the service line to Riley. Dahl to the near side. Buchers tipped at the net. Maya Stacy back sets. Mitchell near side, picked up by Knapp, back over to Nevis. Here's the quick set. Here's Mitchell, tipped at the net again. Brianna Hannikin lunges and keeps it alive. Bristow, far side. Hollingsworth is there. And that's going to be a double hit on Maya Stacy, and she knew it. Good attack by PRB. Cassidy Bristow back to serve. Megan Irish into the front row for Pine River-Backus. 12-7 Nevis, game 5. Bristow with a sharp line serve again. Bumped up Maya Stacy. Mitchell will set it over just across the net. Boy, that was well played. Alora Dahl to Irish on the left side. Mid-court off of Hollingsworth. Picked up by Forbes. And Isaacson sends it over. Alora Dahl to the middle, and it's shot deep. Hollingsworth is there again. Forbes will shoot it deep. Backpedaling is Bristow. Dahl to the middle. Brianna Hannikin. Hollingsworth is there again. And Bessler will send it deep to Riley. PRB attacking. Right side, it's Hannikin. One-handed up into the rafters by Bessler. Hollingsworth is there again, and Mitchell shoots it over. Crowds are going nuts. Here is Buchers far side. Bessler picks it up again. Stacy to Mitchell on the near side. Riley with a diving dig. Here's Irish with a tap. Blocked down by Forbes. Point Nevis. What a rally. What a point for the Nevis Tigers. That one was fun. 13-7. Nevis 2 points away. Isaacson back to serve. And now we're going to have Nevis out of rotation. And Coach Wormley is shaking her head, saying that they were not out of rotation. The platform official made the call. Now it could be the wrong server, or it could be somebody was standing in the wrong spot. You can check with the official. The floor official is checking the lineup right now and looks to make the call. And maybe it wasn't the server that was in the wrong spot. It might have been somebody else that was positioned wrong. And Bessler is still talking, and now they're going to have a substitution for Nevis as Lubert's going to come into the front row. They still have not reversed any call or called a replay. Coach Wormley still talking to the floor official. It's 13-7 Nevis, and Nevis was correct. They were not out of rotation. And now, of course, Coach Josh Hershey is asking about the call, and the platform official is saying, look, we checked it and we made the call. And Coach Hershey, and then there was not a timeout recorded for Nevis. And now Alora Dahl is going to go talk to the platform official. 13-7, the score still reads set 5. Winner take all. Nevis won this matchup 3-1 last year. So Coach Hershey discussing things, giving his peace of mind from the floor official, and Alora Dahl getting it from the platform official. And no matter what, I know Coach Hershey and PRB, they're not going to be happy with this. They're just going to replay in the point. And here's Isaacson serving. The pass from Buchers is over the net to Lubert. Here's the set, and here's a smash by Mitchell, and it's down and good. Match point, Nevis at 14-7. Isaacson to serve. Nevis 1 point away from the conference title again in the Northland. Here's the set, middle, Brianna Hannikin, and they're going to say 4 hits. They're going to say it wasn't tapped at the net. That's going to do it. Nevis celebrates as they pick up the 5-set victory. First 5-set match of the year for Nevis. They win set 5, 15-7. Nevis goes to 19-5 on the year, 7-0 in Northland play. Pine River-Backus 18-9 overall, 6-1 in conference play. Great matchup tonight. Congratulations to both teams. Stick around. The postgame recap is next. 3-2 Nevis with the victory here on KOKS Talk 100, KOKS, Pequot Lakes, Breezy Point, Cross Lake, and rjbroadcasting.com, plus yourliveevent.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the yourliveevent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the yourliveevent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
Families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
Devin Kruger back with you. What a match tonight as the Nevis Tigers get the victory 3-2 over Pine River-Backus, 25-23, 19-25, 25-18, 23-25, and 15-7. Nevis picks up their 19th win of the year, Northland Conference champs, and 7-0. Fifth set, Nevis got control early, jumped out to a 5-0 lead. PRB cut it to 6-4, but Nevis scored 4 in a row, made it 10-4. When you're in that fifth set and you get that 10-point plateau, especially with a 6-point lead, very, very difficult for the other team to come back. Nevis made it tough, and they get the win in 5 sets. Plenty of entertainment, plenty of action. I mean, a 5-set thriller, two teams that know each other well. They battle, again, going for the conference title tonight. Both certainly have section championship hopes with the playoffs starting next week. They put their all into this one. This was a ton of fun as the Nevis Tigers end up with the victory with a 5-set thriller. We saw a couple other scores. Pequot Lakes got the sweep at Little Falls. McGregor, they lost to Lakeview Christian Academy 3-1. Rush City beat Mille Lacs tonight 3-1. Good crowd. They're all kind of enjoying it. This is one that for Pine River-Backus, certainly, there were some moments and some, little shifts here and there, but they also fought back. They battled. Coach Hershey talked about how, in some of the matches they've learned to battle through when they haven't played well to win. With Nevis in town, a tough matchup, a really, really fun matchup tonight. We're going to do post-game interviews. We'll run through some numbers. We've got our awards. It is a late night. We started late. We went 5. Basically, the recap was this one was a lot of fun with these two very, very good volleyball teams. Nevis gets to win 3-2. We'll talk with some of the Nevis Tigers with postgame award winners when we return here on KOKS and YourLiveEvent.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at shruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Yes.
Okay.
Meetings on the first Monday of every month, 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Booster Club and all its members.
We welcome you back to the post-game recap. Nevis gets the win 3-2 over Pine River-Backus. Join us is our big deal for tonight's game. Our big deal sponsored by a host of area businesses. Kaylee Bessler, I had you for 30 kills. How much fun was this one out there tonight?
It was a lot of fun. I love playing with my team. The energy was great in the gym and just all around just a fun game. These are the reasons why we play volleyball here.
You kind of know coming into this matchup every year that it's going to be a battle. What were some of the things that, with Coach Wormley and your teammates, what were some of the things that you wanted to accomplish tonight besides getting the win?
We really wanted to focus on our defense because we knew that they were a very smart team and they put the ball where we're not. So we really focused heavily on our defense tonight and our blocking, and I think we accomplished that goal for the most part.
I would say so. I had you as a team for 9 blocks. How key do you feel that performing that part of the game well can vault you into your hopes during the section tournament?
I think it's like one of the biggest things in the game. Like they say in basketball, defense wins championships, and that's the same for volleyball. Defense wins championships every single time. So our defense is our foundation. The first ball that comes over the net is a pass, and that's really important for us.
You guys have a good chunk of seniors on this team, as does Pine River-Backus. Obviously, last year you fell short in the tournament to Verndale, and they're on that same side. How much fuel has that been for especially you and the senior group to try to make sure you make that next step in 2023?
So much fuel. That loss last year was really a reality check, and it showed us that we need to up our game if we really want to go to state. And these group of seniors that I've been playing with since 5th grade, and our dream has been state for so long. So that's really just fueled us and pushed us to work as hard as we can and to get there this year.
Exciting win, obviously 5 sets. This was the first 5-set match you have had this year. So are you any more or less tired? Is the adrenaline running? What does it feel like after finally playing a 5-setter?
It's definitely a lot different, but again, these are the reasons why we play volleyball. When it's the 5th set and it's close and you're dog tired, that's the reason that keeps me in this game. So I love it, but...
Very, very exciting. Big win for you and the Nevis Tigers. Always have to stress that when it's Tigers versus Tigers. Kaylee, congratulations and thanks for joining us.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Kaylee Bessler, our big deal of the game as we take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more on the postgame right after this on KLKS and yourliveevent.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the yourliveevent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the yourliveevent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on yourliveevent.com.
Pine River is your locally...
And we are back on the post-game recap. Is now joining us is our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game, and that's going to be Ava Forbes for the Nevis Tigers. Ava, congratulations on a very hard-fought win here tonight.
Thank you so much. It was a big game.
With for you coming into this and just overall, how did you feel? What do you think really went well for Nevis tonight?
I think our team was really good at keeping up our energy. We kept pushing. Like we say, put on the gas and don't let off. You got to keep pushing and pushing. And even if you lose the ball, focus on the next one.
With volleyball, we know so much comes to serve/serve receive. Mm-hmm. And you had a lot of bullets flying at you tonight from the PRB service line. Take us through that for tonight's match. What were you focused on? And, how tough was that?
It was hard, but you just have to learn that when a hard ball is coming at you, you just got to take it with a strong platform. And I was thinking, it is my responsibility. They're serving to me. It is my responsibility to get this ball on Maya's head. So for me to not do that job, I will hold myself accountable next time, and I will make sure I do that job.
I don't think, at the high school level especially, I don't know if a lot of the standard fans just appreciate how difficult it is when that is a line drive serve to do as you say and to put it on Maya's head, meaning get it right at the setter's head. Mm-hmm. What are the key points of work in practice, Ava, to make sure that your hands are firm, but then at the same moment soft enough to put the ball in the direction that you want?
That comes with a lot of repetition. We will go at the net and we will have our managers, they'll serve at us until we make 5 into a small circle, until we make 5 in a row, and we won't stop until we make it. We've done it for 30 minutes before. In a row.
Well, that tells you a lot of where this has come. And of course,
Absolutely.
on the flip side, I had you for 5 ace serves. So not only on the serve receive did you come up big, but also from the service line. Take us through your mindset and what you're trying to do at your approach at the service line each and every time.
Every time, I will make sure that I do the exact same routine every time. I will spin the ball in my hand, I dribble 3 times, and I let it fall into my left hand, and I take the exact same steps every time, and I glance over at my coach, and I serve right to the spot that she's signing me to go to. And I used to struggle with my serve a lot, and I said, this game, I am keeping those missed serves to a minimum.
You did a wonderful job, and that's part of that energy, picking up those big those big pass received, coming up with some big blocks, and all those can be big energy points for your team. How does this win feel for you?
This feels like we earned it. We put in the work and we put in the hours in practice, and we just came out on top and we pushed as hard as we could.
Ava, congratulations on a great game and your post-game award.
Thank you so much.
Ava Forbes, our Enbridge-Ibring, the Energy Player of the Game. We're going to let her get her shirt from the far side there, and then we're going to bring in the senior center, Maya Stacy. We're just going to go right into this. Maya, when you talk about this senior class, my first question is just, coming into the season, and I talked with Coach Wormley before, there's always high expectations for this Nevis volleyball program. There's high expectations to have a great season and beyond. How much have you enjoyed your senior season up to this point?
Oh my goodness, I've enjoyed it so much. This year has been probably the best year that I've had in the sport of volleyball. We all meshed really well together. Our seniors we had a blast this season. So,
coming off of set 4, because you had a 2-point lead, they kind of had that late rally, and of course you expect this to be a battle. What was the huddle like for your Nevis team going into set 5?
Our huddle was like, we just got to focus. We got to get ahead. Our goal was to get to 5 first, then 10, then 15, and just to stay calm and positive. When we have a positive mindset and attitude, we can accomplish most of the things.
How beneficial do you think it is to at least have one 5-set match under your belt as you head into the tournament next week?
Very beneficial. This helps us to get ready for our Moorhead tournament coming up this week. So we're excited for that.
I know I bring up the tournament just because, of course, that's what everybody, a lot of people's minds go. But you guys still have, even though it's the long weekend, it's no vacation for the Nevis Tigers. What are you looking forward to most at that Moorhead tournament on Friday?
We're looking for, obviously, the big win. But most of all, we're looking for playing our hardest in every single match, every single game, and the outcome will come.
This has been such a good rivalry, and you've been playing volleyball for so long. What's it like when you're getting ready to face Pine River-Backus from your guys' standpoint?
From our standpoint, we have to have a positive mindset coming into playing Pine River. They're a great team. This was a great game that we played, but just staying positive and energy. So.
Well, it was a big win. It was a ton of fun tonight. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
Maya Stacy, the senior center for the Nevis Tigers. We're going to step out. We have more of the post-game recap. We'll look through the final stats. We'll look to talk to the coaches as well as Nevis gets the 3-2 victory on yourliveevent.com and KLKS.
Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency.
Skills hands-on.
Pierce or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Pequot Lake Super Value, Patriot Avenue.
And we welcome you back to the post-game recap as Josh Hershey, head coach for the PRB Tigers, joins us. Nevis gets the 3-2 win. Another 5-set thriller, Josh. Nevis comes out on top tonight, but that was a heck of a battle by both clubs. What stands out to you from tonight's match?
Yeah, no, it was fun for the most part. It was good volleyball, so that's what it's all about. I just congratulate them, and we'll go back to the drawing board.
When we talked in the pregame show, of course, again, we know the mentality with you and your team. It's not so much as always about the score on the scoreboard, but how you played. Now you talked about in the pregame that you felt you're close to where you want to be heading in the tournament. What are some of the things that you felt that your team did accomplish and do well in this battle tonight?
For the most part, our passing was pretty solid. We had, they had a couple stretches of servers that got to us a little bit there, but by and large I thought the passing was pretty solid. We had some servers serve well, others that did not, so I don't know, that's probably the first thing that comes. Brianna Hannikin played really well up front, so I guess those were some good things. Our blocking was pretty good. We touched a fair amount of balls, and we were at least in better position. Our hands weren't always across the net yet, but
well, and I think, because we pinpointed a couple of those things in the pregame show, the blocking and the serving. When you're going up against a team like Nevis that is capable of showing you some of the things that you can be a little half a tick faster on, half a tick to one side or the other, how much can you take from a match like this and put it into that plan heading into the tournament next week?
We'll do our best. I don't know, but Heidi, she'll do her best to make some adjustments too if we ever see each other again. Both clubs got a heck of a lot of volleyball to get played before that. I think last year everybody thought things were going to be different too, and you never know. I've been on both ends of it, and tournament volleyball is a whole different deal. And so, we'll just go back and go to the drawing board. Hopefully, be healthy. That's the main thing for everybody, in the area this time of year. One injury can derail everything. So, we'll take what we can from it. We'll try to build on some positives for sure. I was proud of their effort, no question. Hopefully we'll learn from it, feel a little bit of sting, watch them celebrate in our gym, and that'll motivate us hopefully to go back to work.
I want to go in between sets 4 and 5. Set 4, you get the last 4 points. You get some great momentum, and obviously, that's tough to do when you're kind of on the brink in set 4. Your team showed a lot of grit to force set 5. I just wanted to know, Josh, what was that huddle like? What was the conversation like heading into Game 5?
Just let it rip. I don't care if they screw stuff up. I'll care in a week. So that really is the message. They've got to learn what they can and can't do against some teams, and unfortunately, a few of those tips, you can't tip it right into hands. We got off to a bad start passing in Game 5. That maybe we got sped up a little bit. I don't know, but the girls were being fairly honest with me. A couple were and a couple weren't. And then like Cass has got to learn the answer is not just hit harder. That's never the answer against a big team. It's hit smarter, and she was caught up in a few moments trying to hit harder, and it didn't go so well.
Now you have a pretty long layoff because with the seeding coming out, and we'll see where it is, you may not play, and it doesn't look like you'll play your first match for the 5A tournament until Friday of next week. How do you approach the long break? What do you try to do for the girls to learn the things that you want to learn, and also keep that this we know this is a motivated group, but what are some of the tactics you'll take to try to make sure that you're really ready to roll come next week when tournament starts?
Yeah, we'll just fine tune. We'll try to narrow down. We'll give them a little bit of time yet, and then I'm not going to give you how we do things in playoffs, but we do try to change our players a little bit into using their strengths more and more and more. some of their swings that they've been taking will get thrown out the window. They will not be allowed. It'll be their best swings to their best locations. Hopefully they'll still have enough options. But, but we'll just go back to the drawing board and try to work. That's the goal. That's my job as their coach. I don't know how, we might lose in round 1, but my job is to make sure that we're going to outwork everybody between then and now. Coach Travis, Coach Yeager, they instilled that in me. We're going to outwork people, and if it goes our way, it goes our way. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Well, it was a great battle tonight. There were a lot of really fun rallies and a lot of big-time saves on both sides. This was very enjoyable from my standpoint. I know the Tigers come out, the PRB Tigers come out on the short end, but fun volleyball tonight, Coach, and we're looking forward to seeing what you can put together for the tournament starting next week.
Yeah, thanks, Devin. We appreciate you being here. What you do for local volleyball, it's awesome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Josh Hershey, head coach for the PRB Tigers, as we break final segment on the postgame recap as Nevis gets the 3-2 win right after this on yourliveevent.com and KLKS Radio.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's radio coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
First Monday of every month, 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Booster Club and all its members.
And welcome back to Pine River. Devin Kruger here with you from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter Studios. We got to wrap this one up. What a late night, but what a fun night. Nevis gets the win 3-2 over the PRB Tigers. I do have to thank our big deal sponsors, which include Atwater Chevrolet GMC in Aiken, Riverwood Healthcare Centers, the Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products of Brainerd, Matson Lumber in Nisswa, Dodler Automotive of Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Tykes Carpet Castle of Brainerd, and Shannon's Auto Body of Brainerd. We also have to name our Pine River Family Market star of the game, and Josh Hershey had actually just mentioned this to me as we went off air, which is super, super cool because I had considered and I was going to name this young lady the star of the game anyway, but Alora Dahl. He had a good all-around night with 20 assists, 5 kills, had 6 aces, and Coach Hershey said that she broke the all-time school record for ace serves. Didn't ask the number, but Alora Dahl, the school's all-time leader in ace serves. So a huge congratulations to her. She is our Pine River Family Market star of the game. Pine River Family Market, where you can find it all and still enjoy the local hometown atmosphere. Every Wednesday, gallons of milk are just $2 for $6. Visit them online for curbside pickup or delivery. Pine River Family Market delivers.com. A quick run through of the numbers, and I mean real quick. Nevis gets the win 3-2. Serving wise, Nevis was 90%, 94 of 104 with 9 aces. Pine River-Backus 89%, 89 of 100 with 11 aces. 9 ace blocks for Nevis, 6 for Pine River-Backus. The leaders for Pine River-Backus tonight, we just mentioned Laura Dahl. Leading attacker, Cassidy Bristow with 15 kills. She also added an ace, 12 kills for Brianna Hannikin. She had a pair of aces. Kaylee Johnson had 12 assists for PRB. For the Nevis Tigers, Kaylee Bessler, 30 kills, 4 blocks, had an ace. Ava Forbes, 8 kills, 5 blocks, and had 5 ace serves. Maya Stacy had a tremendous night as well, 44 set assists, perfect from the service line with an ace. Marley Mitchell had 9 kills and 2 aces as well. With the win, Nevis goes to 19-5 on the year, 7-0, and Northland Conference champions. Pine River-Backus falls to 18-9 overall, 6-1 in Northland Conference play. Nevis, the 3-2 victory. And with that, we better wrap it up. Of course, a huge thanks to all of our sponsors for helping us bring you the action. Big thanks to the coaches for joining us and everybody for joining in on the fun tonight. This was a blast. Late night, but it was a blast. Nevis gets to win 3-2 as we bid you a good night from yourliveevent.com and at KLKS Radio. Until next time, this is Devin Kruger. Let's do this again.